All right, we are live. What's going on, boys? What's going on? Hope everyone's doing well. A weekend with no fights, which, to be honest, I'm actually kind of excited about. Hopefully I can get ahead of the game and start working on my predictions tomorrow. I've been meaning to work on them earlier. But yeah, we got Burns-Brady coming up. Then we got O'Malley versus Merab. And I still don't know who I'm picking in that one. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video I dropped earlier. Another Dana White banger. I know it kind of might seem a little bit redundant at this point, but I wanted to make that one because I'm sick of the Islam, diminishing what Islam has accomplished. If you didn't watch it, I dropped the Kevin Ioli video yesterday. Seems like most of you saw it. If you were here for last night's stream, it seems like that was the main topic of discussion. But yeah, that was well received. I'm actually shocked with the outpouring of support for that one. I didn't know how that would do, to be honest. I didn't know if it would do good or bad. Apparently everyone loved that. Having Kevin Ioli on, guest appearance on the channel. Apparently you guys like to see me talk to other people. Apparently. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm shocked by that still. So, I didn't expect that. Joey Charles said that we'll be surprised with his next fight, and it's at lightweight too. Yeah, okay. Hopefully it's something good. Who knows what's going to happen. At this point, I don't even have a guess. My only guess is that Conor McGregor's not booked against Chandler. I truly believe Chandler's... Here's what's going to happen, and I want you guys to remember that I said this. Chandler's going to get booked against someone else, and he's going to act like everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And not that that's maybe, I'm not saying that that's not necessarily true, but he's going to act like him waiting out for the Conor fight led him to this new opportunity and that it was the smartest decision he ever made. So, Joey, many people are speculating that it's Charles Conor. But Conor even make 155? Dude, Conor's not fighting Charles. I'm confident in that. So, yeah. What's up, homework? How's everyone doing? I'm doing well. I hope everyone else is doing well. The Kevin Ioli interview was great. My inner voice has me dead. Yeah, that's a grown man saying that. Hot take, JDM and Ian Gary deserve a title shot over Shavkat. You know what? I don't think anyone concretely deserves it. I wish we would have had JDM Shavkat 2 weeks ago, and then we really could have found out. I don't think there's anyone that clear-cut deserves the title shot right now. But, I get your point, man. I get your point. Shavkat beat Wonderboy. JDM beat Burns. I think, I don't know. I think, honestly, if you really, really want my honest opinion, I don't think anyone truly deserves it. But if I had to pick out one, it's probably JDM just because he beat Burns. But also, I give Shavkat a little bit of an edge just because he's dominating and finishing everyone. Not dominating everyone, but finishing everyone. And you know what I mean? I think that's worth something. Undefeated, finishing everyone. I wouldn't mind Ian Gary getting a title shot. I need Ian Gary to wait like a year or two until Belal's on the downslope. Then he can get it done. Conor versus Aspinall might be good. Imagine they booked that. Usman versus DDP career versus title in South Africa. No. Burns is 100% better win than Wonderboy. I agree. Conor Chandler will be fixed if it happens. I hope everyone, if that fight happens, I hope everyone boycotts that fight. What's good, Joey? New sub. What's up? Thank you for subscribing to the channel. But Joey, to put some context behind it, JDM's last 3 wins are 2 split decisions over Brazil and Kevin and losing 3-0 to Burns until the finish. I don't know if he was losing 3-0, but I get your point, man. I 100% get your point. That's why I think it's a little bit dicey. I wish there would have been one more fight. I wouldn't mind, if one of them was booked for the next, if they were ready to go, book them for in a month, and then make a #1 contender fight. JDM Shavkat. Why did Usman take Hamzat on short notice? He would have won on a full camp. I don't know that he would have won on a full camp, but he took it because the UFC offered him money to do it. Same reason Volk took it. And he's a fucking idiot. But that's the way it goes. Shavkat said JDM was offered to him, but JDM refused. JDM was injured. JDM Usman will be a banger. I agree. I would love to see JDM Usman. I would love to see Usman Shavkat. I would love to see Shavkat JDM. For just to make a clear-cut number one contender. It's crazy, though, all these guys we've seen kind of making their way up the welterweight ranks. And now they're actually there. You know what I mean? Like, it's like we used to talk about JDM, Gary, Shavkat. Like, they're all future welterweight guys that are going to be in the top 10, and now they all are. It's kind of crazy to see that. I wish I could remember what stream it was. There was a stream from like 2 years ago where we were talking about Shavkat, and that's before anybody even knew who he was. And we said, look, this dude's a future potential champion. And half the chat that never even heard of him. It was crazy. Shavkat doesn't necessarily deserve it. I wouldn't say he deserves it. I wouldn't say he doesn't deserve it, but I wouldn't say he deserves it, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Here's the thing about John Jones, guys. He's got fucking 2 German Shepherds. You know, I was thinking about making a Belal video because I think it's ridiculous they tried to get Belal to turn around 2 months' notice. I wish Belal was healthy enough to be ready to headline 307 because that main event would have got 10 times better than the one we got. True. Jones has 2 Chihuahuas. It's been so long since Shavkat fought, which is a shame because I love watching him fight. I agree. Did you see Shavkat comment and Belal declined to title fight in October? I did. I think it's ridiculous they even offered him that. Basically 60 days turnaround. Crazy. If Gary Shavkat JDM just fights one more time, they will truly deserve it. Yeah. How you think Khamzat Whitaker goes? I really like. You have to understand. Even before I had a channel, I was very, very high on Khamzat, and I thought he was a future champion. It's very rare I get those vibes for anyone. If you follow my channel with any, regularity over the last little bit, I really don't buy into too much hype ever. And I'm like, oh, we got to see. I've always bought into Khamzat is as good as people say he is. And I can't get over the fact DDP threw Whitaker like a little bitch. So it's basically, can Khamzat get him out of there before he potentially gasses? But I think the gas tank narrative for Khamzat's a little bit overblown. But that said, he's never gone 5 rounds. So I think Khamzat is going to finish Robert Whitaker. I think he's going to put on a statement performance. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, could he gas? Whitaker's really good. Whitaker's the toughest opponent he ever faced. Whitaker could kind of be hitting a little second wind of his career. But I think, look, I'm being dead serious when I say this, and this is probably like a super hot take. I think Khamzat may be the most underrated fighter on the roster. In what universe do you go out there and beat Kamaru Usman on short notice, and somehow that's not good? Prior to the fight, when Usman got subbed in for Costa, people were saying, oh, this is a tougher fight than Costa. Then all of a sudden he beats Usman and it's not good. And I'll be very clear. I think Khamzat's win over Usman's more impressive than Leon's wins over Usman. So, it's one of those things where it's just like, it's just the UFC fans are so fickle, man. It's just like they act like Khamzat pulls out of so many fights. Khamzat's pulled out of 2 fights ever, basically. And now they act as if he's some massive pull-out merchant. Literally, just for reference, Manel Kape has pulled out of more fights this year than Khamzat has in his entire UFC career. Okay? Let me say that again. Manel Kape has pulled out of more fights in 2024, we're 8 months in, than Khamzat has pulled out in his entire career. And in what universe do you go out there and ragdoll Kamaru Usman? I don't care that it was on short notice. I think it's more impressive that it was on short notice because Khamzat was training for Costa. And somehow it's not a good win. I don't get it. I really, truly don't get it. So I think Khamzat is one of the most underrated fighters of all time. Right now, at least. So I don't know if that's going to last forever. But I genuinely mean that. I can't even fathom it that people act like he's not good because... Did they watch what I watched? I mean, have they not seen what I've seen? I don't get it. And the only thing I can chalk it up to, and I'm being dead serious, I can only chalk it up to the narrative of the Caucasus region fighters, the old Dagestani privilege narrative, and people somehow have to diminish him because of that. Because I don't believe there's any other excuse for it. Usman was on short notice. Usman was literally pound for pound number one right before that fight. I know he lost to Edwards. There was a razor close fight in which it should have been a draw in my opinion. And Leon cheated so many times in that fight. The fight before that was dominating Leon and got head kick KO'd. I can't believe Costa does not have a win over a current UFC roster, a win over somebody currently on the UFC roster. And so somehow Khamzat's not good for ragdolling Usman, almost rear naked choking Usman in the first fucking round, going to war with Usman after injuring himself in the second and third. And somehow that's not better than potentially beating up fucking Costa? Paulo Costa? The same guy that people are saying, yeah, Strickland definitely deserves a title shot for jabbing and teeping Costa and squeaking out a split decision win over Costa. That guy somehow deserves a title shot. You guys want to know the hottest of hot takes? I think that Khamzat Chimaev's winner, and I'm not, look, I know people are like, Joey, you say you're contrarian, blah, blah, blah. I'm being dead serious. This is not a joke. I'm not joking around. I'm not kidding around. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not being crazy or salacious intentionally. This is a live stream. What the fuck does it matter? It's not in the title. It's not going to all of a sudden get me views. I believe Khamzat Chimaev's win over Kamaru Usman is more title shot worthy than Sean Strickland squeaking out a split decision win over Paulo Costa in an absolute dog shit fight against Paulo Costa, who does not have a win over someone on the UFC roster. Why is he even still in the top 10? Paulo Costa. To act like if Khamzat had beat Paulo Costa, that would have somehow been impressive. And let me just tell you this right now, and I know I'm going on a bit of a rant here. Had Khamzat did the same thing to Costa, they would have said, Costa? They would have been saying the same shit I've been saying right now. They'd be like, Costa? He doesn't even have a win over somebody in the current UFC roster. I'm telling you right now, if Khamzat went out there and beat Costa like was originally planned, they'd be saying it's not very good. I don't understand. Literally, you could make an argument in an alternate universe that Kamaru Usman was still welterweight champion. Kamaru Usman is a much tougher matchup. I don't give a fuck if his legs were amputated. It is a much tougher matchup than Paulo Costa. Let alone when you're a man who's grappling heavy and now you're fighting Kamaru Usman on a couple days' notice. And let's not act like Kamaru Usman isn't always in shape, because he is. Okay? So now you're taking Kamaru Usman on short notice instead of Paulo Costa. Like, that should honestly boost you. Think about how dangerous that is. Imagine you're fighting Paulo Costa and now all of a sudden you're fighting Kamaru Usman. That's like going from fighting like a number 4. And what I'm talking about is like skill-wise, like on a 1 to 10, 10 being the best skill. That's like going from fighting a number 4 to now going to fight a number 8. And I'm not talking about rankings, I'm talking about skill-wise. And then literally blowing him out of the water in the first round, injuring yourself, winning, I think, won the second round, lost the third. And then to act like that's not good, I think the fans are absolutely fucking delusional. I think it's crazy. So to act like, oh yeah, beating Costa's so good and so impressive. I'd rather give Khamzat a title shot over beating Kamaru Usman than anyone a title shot over beating Paulo Costa. And I'll die on that hill. I'll die on that hill. Costa's literally a fucking scrub at this point. I'm beginning to think Costa was never good, to be quite honest. I used to be high on Costa. So, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. But let me just tell you this right now. Everything I'm saying, it doesn't matter, because even if Khamzat goes out there and ragdolls Robert Whittaker, subs him via flying triangle in the first 60 seconds of the first round, somehow, mark my words, somehow that will be discredited too. It'll be like, oh, he was gifted that fight. Well, wait a second. He beat like number 3 Gilbert Burns, went to war with him, ragdolled Kevin Holland, who's like a fringe, like a top 15 guy-ish, ragdolled him, subbed him, super impressed. I don't care how, like, I think Kevin Holland's a scrub. But to dispatch him that easily, I thought was very impressively. And then to go out there and fight Kamaru Usman on short notice, I think that's super impressive. If you think squeaking out a win over Paulo Costa is more impressive than ragdolling Kamaru Usman, I think you are mentally fucking disabled. And that's just facts. But, again, no matter what, Khamzat goes out there and flatlines Robert Whittaker, it's a fluke. He goes out there flying triangles Robert Whittaker. Well, he didn't really deserve the opportunity to fight Whittaker, even though he's been fighting anyone that the UFC offers him and, you know, been wrecking guys for years and been made promise after promise after promise. It doesn't matter. He goes on a 15-fight win streak, like, you know, or a 10-fight unbeaten streak. Like, remember Islam did. It was like, oh, well, he hasn't beaten the entire top 10 at middleweight, so it's not good enough. It's just so dumb. It's so dumb. I don't understand how anyone rates a Paulo Costa victory of any sort over... Look, I'll tell you this right now. I think Robert Whittaker KOing Ikram Aliskerov is better than a Paulo Costa win. I think that's more impressive for him to take that, for Whittaker to take that on short notice. I think it's more impressive than his win over Paulo Costa. And I'll die on that hill as well. So, yeah. And that's just facts. I don't care what anyone says. So, like, I don't even think that's an opinion. I know it is. I know technically it is, but it's just people are delusional, and then they fall into the appeal to popular opinion fallacy. Oh, well, everyone else is saying it. Everyone else is saying it, so it must be true. Just like Khamzat pulls out of so many fights, pulled out of 2 fights in his entire fucking career, and somehow all of a sudden he's a pull-out merchant. Again, Manel Kape pulled out of more fights this year alone than Khamzat has pulled out of in his entire UFC career. So, I disagree with your opinion on the third Edwards-Usman fight, but agree that Khamzat had a really good performance. Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough. I have respect for not turning on Khamzat like everyone else did. He'll remind everyone why he's the boogeyman at 308. We'll see. Robert Whittaker's super elite fighter, so we'll have to see. It was super impressive to see Rob look elite again. I agree. Strickland fanboys are annoying. Don't even fuck with his style. Just the shit he says. Yeah, they're not even real fans. Look, I'm being dead serious, Hypa. It was not a clear win at all. It was not a clear win at all, and one of the judges would agree with me on that. Literally doing absolutely nothing for entire rounds does not dictate a clear round. If you saw that fight on the street, and then somebody finally came in and broke it up, you'd be like, who won? You'd be like, I don't know. Nobody really got the better of anyone. That's what you would say. So it is what it is. It's squeaking out. It's squeaking out. I thought you could easily score that for Paulo Costa. So why do you think he gasses so much? Have you watched the fights? Have you watched the fight? I think it's because he fights like a fucking maniac. I don't even think he has a stamina issue. Now that I could be wrong on. Like, I'm not ready to die on that hill. I don't even know if he has a stamina issue. I think he could have a pacing issue. So there you go. You did say that too. Fair enough. I should have read the rest of the message. So UFC fans love to appeal to the popular opinion. Facts. Of course, Hype is defending Sean Strickland. Yeah. Strickland's performance over Costa was an embarrassment. I wouldn't mind him getting booted from the rankings. Yeah, but people act like that win's more impressive than a win over Usman. If somebody's saying no gas tank, that's definitely a myth. Sean should have fought Rob. Exactly. Then we could have had a clear-cut number 1 contender, and Khamzat could have been waiting in the wings. By the way, depending on what the UFC needs, I think Strickland's going to get skipped over. Skipped over. When I say skipped over, I say that kind of satirically because I don't think he deserves it anyway. But I think he's going to end up not getting the next title shot. And people are going to, all the right-wing, obsessed fans are going to cry about it. Never even defended about if Volkanovski had beaten Makhachev at 284, nobody would have campaigned for the rematch, even though it's a very similar circumstances. Facts. Dude, it's crazy that people are even say Volkanovski. I want to make a video about how they ruined Volkanovski's career. I hope after UFC 308 press conference we see Dana who gets asked for DDP and Dana says, I mean, what Khamzat did tonight, it's hard to deny. I agree. Winner of Whitaker Chimaev better get the shot. I think Chimaev is losing badly. We'll see. I think I could see it going either way, but I'm pretty confident in Whitaker. But being confident in Whitaker, like some people mistake that for thinking like, you know, being confident in Khamzat, sorry, means Whitaker has no chance. I definitely think Whitaker can win, but I think Khamzat is like crazy good. Like, you know how apologies. You know how like some guys get like crazy unwarranted hype? Like you see it across the board with like different fighters all the time. That's the level of hype and as high as I am on Khamzat, that's how I feel. Like I genuinely think he's going to finish Whitaker. So I don't know why. Give me a second. Hold on one second. Let me say something. I don't want to be coughing on here. Go take a drink real quick. By the way, I'm actually well rested tonight. I don't know if you guys can tell. This is the first time I've been well rested on stream for probably like 2 months. I ran around all day. I didn't sleep last night. Ran around all day today. And then about maybe 8 o'clock, I took a nap. As you can see, I kind of just woke up. So, anyway, I think Khamzat will KO Rob. We'll see. It's very possible. Whitaker clears out Strickland. Khamzat has a hard time traveling, if you feel me. Yeah. Has he got a rematch with 0 defenses before he got... Yeah, that's way different. That's way different. Bedhead, yeah. Chimaev is going to win early and probably have a good submission attempt. But Whitaker is crafty and will survive and beat the fuck out of Chimaev late, especially if it's 5 rounds. It is 5 rounds. Khamzat is at his best. He can beat Whitaker, but if he's sick 1,000 times, that's kind of a myth anyway. Dude's been sick twice in 4 years, and people act like dude's dying, basically. Andy, message me after stream and remind me to message you back, okay? I just seen you message me. Can you, because it's not, since I clicked on it, it's not going to pop up with a notification. Please just send me like, even like a period after stream and I'll respond to it. If Khamzat wins, we get my dream matchup of Dricus versus Khamzat. Dude, Khamzat Dricus in South Africa, I almost said South America, would be crazy. Chimaev can win round 1, 2, 3. Clear. Rob will win 4-5 in a close fight. I don't know. I want to see how Khamzat comes out strategically. I'm not confident Belal getting it done against Shavkat. Right now, I'm leaning Belal, but I don't know. So, Joey, it's not that Rob isn't elite. He's amazing, but there's so many ways for Chimaev to win. Also, Rob's shin's always sus in the wrestling. Isn't even comparable. Yeah. That's what I think. I mean, what I seen Chimaev do to Usman was fucking crazy. So, hair looks clean. I think that's sarcasm, but thank you. If Chimaev wins a clear decision, people will say Robert no matter what. That's pretty true. I still can't believe, and I never realized it in real time. I realized it afterwards, that people were going to claim robbery in the Islam-Dustin fight. Speaking of sick, I think it's always weird how one country said Khamzat had cancer and his own country said he had COVID. I think the cancer shit was like people misquoted something. Like someone said, we're not sure what he had. For all he knows, he has cancer. It was something like that. Mark my words. Mark my words. Had Dustin won, they would have said robbery. Had Islam won, they would have said robbery over Dustin. If it would have been, if it went to decision, which is crazy. I didn't realize that in real time. I realized it after the fact. Joey has a super thick Islam Mahashev beard. Yeah, that's actually one thing Kevin Ioli told me. And I kind of knew this, but I heard people pronouncing it 8 different ways. It is Mahashev. It's Mahashev. There's no K on there. I know some people pronounce it that way, but I see it pronouncing I seen it pronounced multiple different ways, so I never really know. Joey, I thought Mahashev was 4-0 going into the 5th round. Saw Aljo's bum ass tweeting 2-2. What the fuck were people watching? I don't remember what I had it scored. But yeah, it was crazy. I didn't realize it until after the fact. I thought it was a clear-cut win. Going into the 5th round already. And yeah. Dustin was low-key up 4-0. They would have said that. They would have legit said that. By the way, I heard Ilia Max will be for the BMF championship and the featherweight. Okay. Belal vs. Shavkat is money. You got to say it with your throat, pause. Is Hamzat tied to someone shady people politically? Yeah. I had 3-1 for Islam. Yeah, I don't remember. Does anyone remember what I had it? I don't remember. I know I had Islam clearly winning, but I don't remember what I had it, to be honest. By the way, we hit 27,000. Maybe I should put that in the title. First stream since 27. I don't really care that much, but it is a nice round number. 27K subs. We'll put that in the title too. Boom. So I remember for the future. Pretty sweet. I think you had a 3-1. Yeah, I don't remember. We've hit 27K. I want to get to 30K. Really, what I want is 50K. But 30K is going to be a nice milestone. I hope we have some big topics coming up. I have a video kind of potentially. I'm cooking up a video that might be really good soon. You had a 4-0, but you said the 4th round was close because of the elbow. Okay. I'll never forget people were riding Costa before his recent losses and said he would murk Hamzat. That's crazy. Hamzat Costa was an interesting matchup, but I always had Hamzat in that one. I feel like Hamzat has no game plan. People forget Hamzat's striking is really good. Look what he did to Gerald Meerschaert. Not that I'm saying Gerald Meerschaert's elite, but look what he did to Burns, dude. He was chopping Burns' legs. Hamzat has nasty leg kicks. I remember that. I haven't watched it in a while. But I remember that. What Hamzat would have done to Costa, easy first round finish, probably. By the way, I think Hamzat would destroy Strickland. That's why Strickland's turned down Hamzat so many times. He's been offered that fight like 3 or 4 times. Do you think Dana's trying to bait John in the fight in Aspinall? I think he's trying to butter him up a little bit, but at the same time, I almost think Dana would not want Jones to beat Aspinall and then retire anyway. I agree with Joey that Moksha beat Volk 4-1. However, rounds 2 and 3 were pretty competitive, so I don't blame people who haven't rewatched it for thinking Volk won. Nah, I think they're smoking crack and mentally ill. Kamaru would have won 5 rounds on a full camp. You don't know that. You do realize Hamzat wasn't training for 5 rounds, right? Did UFC really tell El Kukui they wouldn't book him another fight? I hope so. Agreed, Dana does not want Jones to retire so soon. We'll see. UFC 308 is elite. Costa was blessed and never got the Boers fight. You're 4 subs away from 50. Congrats, man. I have a screenshot of when I had 49 subs. I heard Hamzat smoke Strickland in sparring. I can never bet against DDP anymore. He skedaddles his way into every win. Yeah, it's like Drekus just absolutely accidentally wins every fight. Like, he doesn't even know what he's doing there. He's just accidentally winning. Why is Strickland ducking Whitaker? He doesn't want to lose. Joey, who did better, Volk or Dustin against Islam? Honestly, it's probably close to the same. I'll say Dustin just because he cut him open. Watch Islam Volk won at the Buffalo Wild Wings, and literally everyone at the bar thought Volk won. And when he didn't get the decision, everyone was pissed. That's crazy. Who do you think wins, DDP or Hamzat? Every bone in my body tells me Hamzat, but DDP just because he somehow accidentally wins every time. Hamzat will dominate him and he'll slip on a banana peel, and DDP will rear naked choke him somehow. I really want to see Hamzat DDP. That is literally one of my most anticipated fights. I don't care about anything. Like, how come I don't ever want to advocate for an undeserved title shot ever, okay? But how come when we get some of these questionable title shots, how come we can't ever get a banger like DDP Hamzat? You know what I mean? Like, I know people would cry about Hamzat getting a title shot right now, and I would say he doesn't deserve it for sure. I don't think it would be like as egregious as like a Colby or, you know, whatever else. But why can't we ever get a banger like that as an undeserved title shot? You know, DDP Hamzat in South Africa would be crazy. So, Khalil Pereira is a banger. No, it's not. Dustin did more damage. Volk made it more competitive. Okay. Not to flex, but I've been here since 500 subscribers. Have you really? I know you've been here a long time. Rob basically Boston Crab, Sean. That's true. Nobody complained when Dominic Cruz got an undeserved title shot against Cejudo. True. Yep. Coming off an injury and a loss, I think. DDP versus Chimaev in Chechnya. Not gonna lie, Joey, Max, Justin wasn't even all that. Mahashev, Dustin was better. Agreed. Can Hamzat travel to South Africa? I would think, but I don't know. What do you think about Roundtree saying he's going to stand with Alex? Easy win for Alex, regardless of what he does. I can see the UFC giving Jack Della Maddalena the shot versus Belal and making Usman Shavkat. I wouldn't mind it. Per versus Roundtree's not a banger. It's uncompetitive ass whooping. Agreed. First round KO, and then they're going to act like he's cleaned out the division. I've been here since 2.5K subs. Thank you, man. Now we got 27,000. Now we got 27,000. And we're still climbing. So, I almost want to do a video on Belal Shavkat being offered for 308. I've thought about doing that, but I don't know. I don't know yet. You think Holloway gets destroyed? We'll see. I thought he was going to get destroyed versus Gaethje, and he didn't. You think Volk can beat Max or Ilia right now? Probably, but I don't know. Who do you have, Sugar, Merab? I'm going back and forth. I'm leaning Merab right now. If JDM gets a title shot, people will say he beats Belal easily. I got Belal easily, probably by sub. Yeah, I would pick Belal over JDM. Joey Ank's resume is better than Alex's at 205. Walker, Krylov, Volkan, Kutalaba, Santos, Yan. I agree. Motherfuckers ranking Pereira #1 pound for pound. I pick Islam over Pereira at their walk around weights. I give JDM like a 20% chance to beat Belal. I'd give him like a 10%, maybe 15%, just because he has nasty KO power. Who do you have headlining the Chinese fight night? Probably Weili, I would guess. Honestly, Joey, anyone in the welterweight division that can beat Belal? No. Do you think Volk would have lost to Ilia if he hadn't been head kicked? No. I do not think he would have. I don't think he would have. Shavkat said they offered him Belal for 307. I saw that. Picking Islam to beat Pereira is just delusional. Dude, Islam would dominate Pereira. I don't even give a fuck if they fought at their walk-around weights. I'd pick Islam all day. If you said fight to the death, who do you want right now at their walk-around weights? I'm taking Islam all day. You put both those dudes in a room, I know who I'm picking to come out. Dude's comparing Jan's ground game to Islam's. Yeah, the only way I'm picking Pereira over Islam is maybe if you chop off both of Islam's arms. It's about time you make it to a stream. I agree. Belal IQ is underrated. I think he outsmarts Shavkat in a 5-round war. I think it could be. Makes me sad because Volk's my favorite fighter, especially since they already have a backup fighter, Gamrot, so Volk threw away his career because fans fed into the delusion. I know. One day I'm going to make a video on it. So size matters. Yeah, I'm sure your mom told me that as well. But Islam would dominate Pereira, and I'm not even kidding. If they were the same size, that I wouldn't even want to see it. That's how uncompetitive it would be. And plus, he has 2 German Shepherds as well. I think the middleweight division is much more talent at the bottom of the rankings. Hamzat, Hernandez, Michel Pereira. I like it. I like the growth and the maturity of the middleweight division right now. Makhachev can definitely take down Alex because apparently Makhachev subbed Ank. Pereira can't wrestle at all. He's tapping easy. Islam shoots guns, case closed, and he fishes. Okay, he actually fishes as well. I think he has a dark side to him. I think he does bad things to himself as well. If you get a little more famous, Brendan Schaub will start stealing your takes. Okay. Hamzat has a husky. Does he really? I thought Hamzat had a Conde Corso, but maybe I'm smoking crack. What's your thoughts on Roundtree getting a title shot? Delusional. Disgusting. Embarrassing. Humiliating. Subpar. No BS. Islam would dump Alex on his head, DC style, in like 10 seconds. You ain't wrong, man. Like how DC slammed Dan Henderson. It makes me mad when Dana says Gane was the best heavyweight. He says the best heavyweight in the division, so technically he's not lying. Roundtree failed a PED test as well. Do you think Izzy will go on a losing streak going forward? I'm going to say no. Charles Pro and Steve Jones on the channel saying it's the fight people want. He's smoking crack, dude. Joe, I want to know whether you think Ioli is... Okay. You're a fucking weirdo, dude, for that. Just for that 5-minute timeout. Enjoy. The Roundtree matchup screams upset? No. Joey's true scare. I don't know who that is. John got the matchup versus a guy with no ground game. I don't know what you're talking about. By the way, guys, like the stream if you could. If you haven't liked the stream yet, like the stream. I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. Did the UFC intentionally ruin Yuri's career? They basically did the same thing to Yuri they did to Volk. DC slamming Henderson or Belal dropping Edwards on his bald spot. Belal dropping Edwards on his bald spot. Does bad things to himself. You don't know where that joke comes from? He does bad things to himself. And that's a fact, brother. Can we expect more interviews from people from UFC media? Probably not. That's like a once in a blue moon type shit. Joe, you choose Jones versus Islam prime, same size. I would go Jones. Islam has worse cardio. Okay, fair enough. Look, my problem, I broke this down in my recent video. My problem isn't that Dana has... My problem isn't that Dana has Jones pound for pound. I have actually no problem with that. I can disagree with it, but I don't have a problem with it. My problem is Dana insists that everyone else is crazy for suggesting that he isn't pound for pound because he hasn't been fighting. Love the channel. 309, 312 title fights. I guess you're asking what it's going to be. 309 is going to be Jones Stipe in November, right? Jones Stipe. 310 might end up being... I don't know what 310 is going to end up being. But 311 is in January. Is either going to be Islam or Belal. And then 312, I think they're returning to Australia. So I'm going to say 312 is going to be Volk fighting whoever's the featherweight champion. So 311, 312, there you go. And 309, easily. But I can't think of 310. Could be interim BMF title, yeah. Joe, why is everyone saying Kaio Izzy? I think Kaio versus Sean. This dude thinks he can just sit out while he deserves. The reason people are saying that is because Kaio is a kind of, up and coming killer, and they think that it's like it's a matchup for Izzy that if he wins doesn't gain him all that much, but if he loses, he's kind of gets destroyed. It kind of ruins any aspirations of being at the top anymore, and that's why they wanted to have it. When typically the UFC books losers versus losers. So if it's up to me, book Izzy versus Jared Cannonier, book Izzy versus Paulo Costa, let somebody get back on the winning track. That's what they traditionally do. But I love Izzy Kaio as well. I wouldn't mind it. But I think a lot of people are suggesting it because they think it could end Izzy, basically. Even though I don't think it would. Sterling beats Evlev. I disagree. Thoughts on Zabit, brother? Don't really have any thoughts on him. Thank you. Dude, Chael and Bisping most to make the most random vids. One of Chael's vids was John Jones threw his phone in the pool, and Bisping reacted to breakdancing. You have to understand, man. A lot of these guys, and it can be regular content creators, not just the UFC guys. All they are doing is they're like, you have to understand their sole goal is to make money. That's their sole goal. You care about nothing more, nothing less. Okay. That's their number one priority. And that applies to a lot of people in here. But that all they do is just find whatever they can do to make a piece of content about to try to get money. They just see dollar signs. It's embarrassing, man. It's really, truly embarrassing. And I know people probably say, oh, well, you're the same way. That's not it at all. I've never saw something and be like, oh, yeah. Rub my hands together and be like, oh, this is dollar signs. No. I cover things that I think are important. I cover things that I enjoy to cover, and I cover things that I think you guys will find interesting. But I'm not like, there's so many different topics I could easily just shoehorn into the channel that people would watch and probably even praise, but I think it would be corny. So, Joey, Leon versus Gary would be interesting. Who you'd pick? I'd pick Gary. I'm sure, Joey, you're going to predict a draw when two Muslims, Belal and Shavkat fight. I don't take account into religion, you dumb fuck. You said it yourself, Joey, Kevin Ali is the one pushing back because he almost been a long-time friend of Dana. Yeah. Cam Joey, your hair says you think naps are important. Yep, true. I just woke up. Who should O'Malley fight next if he loses to Merab? I don't know. I haven't really thought of that. They'll give him a super winnable matchup to get him back on the winning track. Excuse me. Dana White has a dark side to him. Is Colby ever fighting again? Probably. Zendetta, thank you for the $2 Canadian. Thanks for the content. What's your worst take ever? My worst take ever is that it would have to be a prediction, but I don't even think predictions are that bad of takes. You know, predictions are you can fuck up on a prediction regardless. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sure I have some, but I don't know. I definitely have some, but if O'Malley loses, he should fight Corey, but he won't. I believe Dan Hooker's going to save the lightweight division by stopping so many rematches between Dustin, Justin, and Oliveira. Hopefully. Colby one time talked about going up to 185 to become double champ against Izzy. Dude can never become champion. Your worst tank is Ank having a better resume than Peloton. He does. Shavkat versus Kamara and winner versus Belal. I like it. You instantly became my favorite MMA creator when I joined your stream and asked what your favorite religion of fighter is, and you passed the test by saying I don't care. Why would I care about that? But thank you, man. Glad I became your favorite. After the stream ends, I will start Chael Sonnen Marathon. Stop. Sugar sleeps Merab. It seems like everyone thinks that. Gon versus Spivak. That is my worst take ever. Spivak was going to beat Gon. What's your reason for picking Merab over Sean? Sean has garbage wrestling. Piotr Jan exposed it badly. Does anyone know that Mark Hunt's up to these days? No idea. Belal versus Shavkat, Usman, JDM. Make it happen. I'm with it. Your worst take is Izzy's respectful after fights. He humped Costa and mocked Pereira's son. You're a fucking idiot, dude. Mocked Pereira's son. Go cry a fucking river, you pussy-ass bitch. He mocked Pereira's son by aka celebrated in the cage after a win. Dude, you're the biggest pussies. The people that complain about that. The people that complain about are the biggest pussies and the biggest Izzy haters I've ever seen in my entire life. You're a fucking clown. You're a pussy-ass bitch. He mocked him. Oh, he celebrated a KO in the cage. You act like he fucking drove out a milk truck like Stone Cold Steve Austin and started fucking hosing him down. Dude, you're a fucking crybaby, soft-ass bitch. Go outside and touch grass. He mocked him. Oh, my God, he mocked him. Oh, my God, what are we ever going to do? He fell to the ground after a KO. Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure his son's going to be scarred for life from that. Let me just tell you this. If Pereira's son is so upset about that, if I was Pereira, I'd treat him like Neil Magny apparently, allegedly, brags about treating his son. Because that would be the biggest pussy shit I've ever seen in my life. Oh, so someone fell to the ground and you're upset about that? What kind of pussy did he raise then? I don't think Pereira cares about it. I don't think Pereira's son cares about it. But here you are crying about it in the chat, fucking a year and a half later like a little pussy-ass bitch. People like you are what's wrong with the world. Oh, I'm so offended. Oh, my God. He had a celebration. You're the motherfucker is the reason they have penalties when people in the NFL celebrate. People like that are literally fucking cunts. That's I don't use that word very often. People like that are literally cunts. Oh, he mocked his son. Oh, he celebrated a KO? So let me get this straight. He celebrated a KO in the cage after getting a KO in a massive title fight, and he did the same thing that Pereira's son did to him many years ago. So whatever Pereira's son does to celebrate, no other fighter is ever allowed to mimic that celebration. Otherwise, Pereira's son might go fucking cry about it. Oh, wait, Pereira's son actually doesn't give a fuck. You're just a crybaby little cunt bitch. I fucking hate people like you. Fucking crybaby. Oh my God. Oh my God. What are we ever going to do? He fucking fell to the ground. Look, I'm being dead serious. I'm not kidding at all. If I was Pereira, right? And my son came up to me and said, oh my God. Oh my God. He celebrated after he won the fight. What you would see from me, if my son came up to me and cried about that, it would look like Sean Strickland the last 10 seconds of the 5th round of every one of his fights. That's how I would react. That's how I'd react. That's the pussiest shit. So let alone him complaining about it. Now you don't fucking even know either one of those motherfuckers, and you're crying about it a year and a half later. Think about what a pussy you are. I wish I remember who even said that shit. I block him right now for being such a pussy. You know, I'll take it out on Ennis for being a little crybaby in chat. Ennis, go fuck off, you crybaby bitch. So, that's the biggest crybaby shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I hear people, oh my God, he mocked his son. Like this faux outrage. Like you don't even care. You don't even care. It's just faux outrage. Oh my God. Oh my God. A grown man celebrated a KO while we're watching cage fighting. Fuck him. Fuck that guy. So, yeah. Stop the fight. Now, that shit is so embarrassing, man. Like, I remember people saying that. They were clutching their pearls. Oh, my God. Like, that shit is so pussy. Like, you're a fucking female, dude. Go cry about it. Go paint your nails or some shit. Like, genuinely, let me know. Anyone who thinks that, just let me know so I can get rid of you now. You're crying about fighters celebrating in the cage. Ultimate fucking cunt. Nah, dude. I literally look like Strickland in the last 10 seconds of every single one of his fights if my son told me he was offended by that. That's what I'd look like. By the way, don't let the videos fool you. I think Jones would smash Aspinall badly. I actually think Gane would beat Aspinall. I think you celebrate, you should be cut from the sport. Agreed. Yeah, no more celebrations anymore. No more celebrations anymore, boys. JJ Smoke, thank you for the 22 months of membership. Jack and Joey. M.A. Clunky became a member. Is that who it was? How many more wins for Tom to become considered the heavyweight GOAT? I don't know. I have no idea. Grown men who watch grown men send each other to the hospital but draw the line over celebrations can't make this shit up. Yeah, pussy ass shit. Literally pussy ass shit. If your son tells you he's offended by that, you don't have a son, you have a daughter. I don't even know if that's the case. You just have a fucking newborn child who cries. By the way, guys, can you please like the stream? We have almost 300 people in here. We have 73 likes. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. 30K, we're doing like a 3-hour stream. Maybe even 4 hours. 30K, we're doing a 3 or 4 hour stream. Don versus Aspinall so interesting. I doubt Aspinall smokes him in 2 minutes. Aspinall could finally see past round 2. I think Gane would actually beat Aspinall potentially. I don't know if I'd pick Gane, but I could see Gane definitely beating Aspinall. Yeah, don't be stingy. It's free. You guys can't scroll down and click a little thumbs up. You can't scroll down and click a little subscribe button. You know I have a dark side to me, right? I got Aspinall over Gane all day. Fair enough. Yeah, Gane has shit grappling, so. I'll tell you right now, I better not see any celebrations next weekend. I better not see any celebrations next weekend. Nah, Chase, just leave him be. As long as he's not saying the hard R, I don't really care. You know what I mean? I don't really care. Unless he's saying the hard R and trying to be trolly about it, he can say whatever he wants for the most part. I'm offended by Ruzaboyev's celebration. You're goated for getting an interview with a cool reporter. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's just something different to mix into the channel. It's something maybe I'll do, like something similar to that, maybe once or twice a year, maybe. What I would pay to see a bunch of Karens team up against Joey? Yeah, I'd treat them all like Sean Strickland treats his opponent in the last 10 seconds of every fight. Axel, thank you for the 799. Ultimate fucking want. That's not what UFC stands for. I forgot. I called him the ultimate fucking cunt. We got to make that a fighter's nickname at some point, but it's got to fit. You know what I mean? It's got to fit properly. It's got to fit properly. It's got to fit. Dude just popped in and said, did you just say ultimate fucking cunt? How you react when Ilia KOs Holloway? I'll be like, oh my God. That's how Sean Strickland reacts to the fights at home. Should all future main events have 2 lesbians? Yes. At least main or co-main should have 2 lesbians. That way we know there's no homophobia. I love all the inside jokes that we have for the channel. Yeah, we got two lesbians in the co-main. Ain't no homophobia here. Ain't. I got here and you were berating a motherfucker. I'm going to 306, Joey. I paid 1.6 for my ticket. Did I get scammed? Nah, you're fine. Dude said you were berating him. Tom Aspinall have a 100% finishing rate. Gone is not winning. Okay. Love from North Philly. Keep the content coming. It's all been gold. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. We're taking over. We're taking over. Kevin Aioli sauce. Yeah, everyone apparently loved that. I was shocked. I actually didn't know what the reception was going to be. I thought a lot of people were going to say, oh, who cares about this? I didn't think it was going to do great in terms of views, but I didn't care because I thought it was interesting and I thought it was the right time to do it. And so we did it. And, yeah. I'm hyped. And I think it sent some people to his channel. Let me go look, actually. Yeah, so he picked up a few hundred subscribers over the last couple of days. So hopefully that's from me. The quality was top notch too. It took me a lot of extra work, but the quality was top notch. That's what I'm happy about. A group of jealous bitches were mad. I heard through some sources, just rumors though. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore days. This channel's got the sickest references. Lene. Yeah, I even threw in a Lene with Kevin. I thought Kevin was cool as hell, to be honest. And he kind of changed my perspective on a couple things. By Dana logic, any heavyweight champ is pound for pound GOAT since the heavyweight can murk the other weight divisions. I guess so. Who's your favorite fighter, Joey? Probably Islam right now. What's heavyweight in the UFC have 100% finish rate? I don't know. I guess Tom Aspinall apparently. Yeah, he also has 100% getting finished rate when he loses. Saw the interview and found it funny how Kevin mentioned boxing. You had no idea what he was talking about. Yeah, I didn't even know the names of the guys he was saying. That's why I told him, look, I know nothing about boxing, but what about this? Kevin has a dark side to him for sure. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Gilbert versus Sean, who you got? I don't know. I'm probably pick Brady just because he's younger. Who would you pick? Makhachev, Belal? Probably pick Makhachev. Joey's mic is so good you can hear his brain change gears. What do you change your perspective on? Shitting on MMA media for covering Power Slap, especially in his situation. He's covering it because he's independent and he's just trying to grow his website. So now I kind of feel bad for shitting on him for it. Not necessarily shitting on him, but shitting on MMA media a little bit. This channel has a dark side to it. I'll smack spray paint cans out of teenagers' hands. My favorite ring girl is Pat Matthews' mom. I agree. Me as well. Me too. Glad I found this channel. Thought I was doomed after Lucas Glazy retired. I'm happy you found the channel as well, my friend. When did you find it? What'd you find it off of? You have great interview skills. You're a natural. You know what's funny? When I was editing that, I thought I did a terrible job. When I was editing the interview, I thought I did a terrible job at the interview. And then Everyone's been like, oh, this is great. This is great. I thought I did a terrible job, to be honest. It definitely wasn't my best work. I could do way better than that. In real life, I'm just good at talking to people in general. So I guess it kind of translates, I guess. But I thought I did a horrible job at first. But now I realize I was just being over dramatic because I was just worried about it. You know, oh shit, this is going to be shit. Has a 100% finish rate outside the cage? Yeah, when he's fighting influencers. Or are you talking about when he's, you know, fucking other dudes, basically? DDP JDM for the longest name title? Yeah. Does Conor have any more wins? Does more wins or sexual assault allegations? Sexual assault allegations. Merab beats Shavkat easy, then Umar beats him and is champ for a long time. I think Umar beats either one of them. Hearing Dana White talk about John Jones's pound for pound argument or kiss Shevchenko's crusty lips. Hear Dana talk about that. You're a good listener in that video. There's some dude in here crying about Izzy celebration. Like a little pussy, man. You're a pussy. That's why you get timed out. Go cry about it somewhere else. It was a great interview. I'm glad. Umar will be champ. I agree. I can't believe motherfuckers really thought Sandhagen was going to beat him. When will you start gaming? Hopefully soon. Joe used to do some dark shit. Fuck that dude. He's a crybaby bitch. I don't want to see people like that. Imagine caring. Yeah. I think Dana will have a bad out with the UFC. Bro, wrong, bro. Umar beats them both and is champ for a long time. What do you mean wrong? I didn't say otherwise. I agree. Joe, you play any Fallout? I haven't in a long, long time. Imagine running into Joey in an alley. Yeah. You'd be dead meat, Matthew. I like how Matthew's in every stream just saying the weirdest shit. Like, dude's taking time out of his day to type that shit up. If Robert wins, I still don't think he can beat Streakus. But if he loses, then it gets interesting. Agreed. I want to get all those dudes who got salty about Izzy celebrating on the podcast so they can all cry about it. Yeah, get them on the Theo Von podcast. It's almost chin by that guy on his debut. Remember who are you talking about? Leaving the park. Joe, me and you 2-2 versus Dana and Ronda. I take Ronda. You got Dana. I'd smoke Dana inside 2 minutes. Joey subscribed to Jessica. Nah, I'm not, but there's some media members that are. Dana's already on his way out. He's checked out already. I agree. Great channel. Thank you. Are you going to make a video about the Joe Rogan DDP fight? What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. What does that even mean, brother? What does that even mean? Congrats on 27K. Thank you, Diego Lopez. I think DDP, you got to be good everywhere and fight the fire with fire. You also got to push the pace on him and drown him out. I guess so. How they reacted to DDP winning. I mean, I don't care how they reacted to DDP winning. I don't care how other men react to it. Belal's from suburbs. You ever bet on fights? Rarely. Kevin Ravioli is in the chat. Okay. Dricus beats Rob again, unfortunately, probably. Brendan Allen has beef with Dricus. He made a joke about his tattoo. If he ends up fighting, Brendan will end up crying at the presser. Brendan Allen's never get a title shot. Who you got? Jessica Andrade or Natalia Silva? I'll probably take Natalia Silva. I'll probably take Natalia Silva. Is what I'm going to go with. When Kevin mentioned Canelo, that's similar to Pereira Roundtree and Benavidez versus Ankalaev. I'm not sure the exact comparison you're making, but I kind of get it. Sterling already calling PEDs on Evlev. Yeah, it makes me think he thinks he's going to lose. Ilia starts his max, then O'Malley. Okay. Didn't he say pound for pound is a guy who walks out of a room when two people are locked in a room? Islam walked out of the room against pound for pound. Someone needs to remind Dana that? Yeah. So is this sphere card on by Turkey Al Sheikh? Yeah. Turkey Al shit. Khalil made sense. Yeah, made absolutely no sense. Embarrassment. What's your go-to flavor wings at Buffalo Wild Wings? I haven't been in a while, but I usually get Spicy garlic. Jay, what's an MMA fight that stands out that made you a fan? Anderson Silva, Chael Sonnen 1. So basically, Canelo's ducking Benavidez bad, and Berlanga is some scrub, and it's similar to what's happened at 205. Okay, fair enough. That's annoying. Honey barbecue. Ew, I don't like barbecue. Ilia Max cards, one of the best cards of the year. Agreed. Are you a rub or sauce kind of guy with your wings? Sauce. Rub? What kind of fucking weirdo eats rub? You getting bone in? Yeah, get spicy garlic. How about teriyaki? I don't like teriyaki. I like something spicy. Hot take 308, UFC 300. 308 is better than 300 probably. Not as deep, but better. If that makes sense. I don't know if some people understand that. Turkey is saving boxing. Maybe he's killing it. Ranch for sure. You ever ride fixed geared bikes? Long time ago. Old Bay is good at my favorite dry rub. Yeah, Old Bay is actually good. Canelo Berlanga is worse than Pereira Roundtree. Ugh. Who you got, Matt Schnell or Alessandro? Probably Alessandro. Matt Schnell's chin's gone. Turkey is destroying and killing boxing. I could see it be one of those things in retrospect. He killed it off somehow. I could see it being one of those things in retrospect. Old Bay slept on. I don't think they have it everywhere, right? Getting a good classic Buffalo Wild Wings is Buffalo wing is so rare nowadays. Okay. Ew. Old Bay goldfish. He's trying to build it up so he can get paid more. What are you talking about? Saudi Arabia, main and co-main. I don't know. I'll say the main is Belal versus Shavkat. You better pray Jones don't make light work out of Tom because Dana's 8 mile round YouTube creators. Look, I think Jones actually smashes Aspinall. I think Jones easily beats Aspinall. I don't even think it's all that competitive. I think Jones is leaps and bounds better than Aspinall. But that doesn't change the fact that that's the fight I want. I think Aspinall has a better chance than Stipe. We're giving a guy a title shot who hasn't won a fight in 4 fucking years. I mean, seriously, think about that. Last time Stipe had a win. Last time Stipe had a win. I was like a year away from starting a YouTube channel. That's a problem. That's a problem. Four years. Get him. Get him, Kevin. Jones will win by eye pokes. Your name's Dominic Reyes. Trevor Peaker or Yanal Ashermoose. Probably Yanal Ashermoose by KO. I think Aspinall beats Stipe, but just because he's old. Should Izzy wait to fight Hamzat Whitaker winner? He should wait to fight the loser. He should fight a loser, someone coming off a loss now, to try to get a rebound. Remember when Mighty Polished Powerhouse KO'd Reyes? I don't know who you're talking about. Last time Stevie had a win, Connor wasn't Stop. Out there raping up a storm. Jones doesn't have a 100% fighting rate. What do you think about Brendan Schaub takes on DDP? Who pays attention to Brendan Schaub? Joey, have you ever let them bully you? Hell no. Can you imagine Dana's post-fight speech to Jones Aspinall if Jones wins by finish? I think Jones would finish him, to be honest. Probably KO Aspinall, as crazy as that sounds. Aspinall's striking is actually garbage. He just has power. You think Prates has a chance against MVP? I'd pick Prates over MVP. I think Jones would lose to Islam. Jan KO'd Reyes bad. He did. Dude, he beat up his body, too. Beat up his body, too. If Jones plans on retiring, right, what he should do is he should beat up Stipe, right, and in the post-fight speech say, look, everyone wants to see me versus Tom Aspinall. If he defends the belt 3 times, I'll come back and fight him. But until he proves me he's worth it, I'm out of here. It ain't worth it to me. Because chances of defending the belt 3 times at heavyweight are slim and none. If Aspinall trains his dark side, he has a chance. True. Jones KO and Aspinall might be the worst take you've had. Yeah, I picked Jones to KO DC as well. People have no idea how good Jones is. It's crazy. So, but Ariel, is he on a new platform? I don't know exactly what's going on. Islam moving up to heavyweight like DC and beating Jones and Aspinall. We're talking about when he gets the actual title. Do you count the title defense he has now? No. When he's undisputed champion defending the belt. So basically, as I pass the title to him now, if I was Jones, I'd bring him in the cage. Here's the title, take it. Let's see what you can achieve now. Let's see if you can achieve any greatness like what I've achieved. If I'm Jones, that's what I do. Say defend the belt 3 times and I'll be back. That could be 3 years away. Yeah. Joey, can I have your channel? No. No, you cannot. I got a dark side to me. I got a dark side to me. I got a dark side to me. Let me go check something real quick. Joey has a dark side. It's only 2 people in the UFC with 100%. Okay, dude, shut up about the 100% finishing rate. I heard your mom has a 100% finishing rate too. Joey, do you wear hats? No. Jones should have been fighting in heavyweight in prime years with prime Stipe. Now is washed. Okay. Joey versus DJ. Joey about brutal KO. I don't know who you're talking about. Does anyone here fish? Yeah. Spray paint cans out of little kids' hands, little vandalist hands. Next interview. I don't know, dude. I don't know. You're crazy if you think Jones beats Aspinall. Aspinall is literally the most overrated fighter on the whole roster right now. Have 100% finishing rate with Pat Matthews. Yeah. It's only 2. Shut the fuck. Dude, shut up. Shut up. Every message this dude has is like 100% finish rate, 100% finish rate, 100% finish rate, 100% finish rate, 100% finish rate. There's only one guy with 100% finish rate, 100% finish rate, 100%. Shut up, fuck up. Jones loses the next fight. They will do a rematch in trilogy that could take 3 years. Meanwhile, Aspinall's on the sidelines. The biggest mistake Dana ever did was put an interim title on the line. So, by the way, guys, if you're not subscribed, go subscribe right now. Takes 2 seconds. There's got to be a couple of you motherfuckers in here who aren't subscribed. Go subscribe to the channel. We just hit 27. I want to get to 30. When we get to 30, I'm doing a long-ass stream. When did I hit 26 is the real question. Let me go take a look. Damn, 28 days ago, I was at 24,000. And some. So let's see. When did I hit 26? I hit 26,000 subscribers. August 18th. That's crazy. August 18th, I hit 26,000. When did I hit 23? I hit 23,000 on July 2nd. So in 2 months, that's 4,000 subs. So we have 9, 10. It could be another 4,000, 11, 12, another 4,000. We get 8,000 before the end of the year. That'd be 35,000 before the end of the year. Thoughts on Sergey? I forgot how to pronounce his name. Being booked for November 2nd. I don't know. I haven't thought about it too much. 3K away. Yeah. Okay, so Shavkat doesn't move his head. Best chance to TKO him. Jack Della Maddalena. 12-hour stream. Probably not 12-hour. Where's Jeremy popping into Glaze Strickland? Yeah. He's a blue-collar man. Jones would destroy Aspinall. 100% destroy Aspinall. And I'd die on that hill. Look, if Jones and Aspinall got booked and Jones was an underdog, I'm literally I don't bet at all. I'm putting 500 on Jones immediately. I would put like 500 on Jones immediately. People said the same thing about Cyril Gahn. So it is what it is. I remember I got so much shit for saying I was so confident Jones would beat Cyril Gahn. You were like, oh, he's a new breed of heavyweight. He's light on his feet. He's got good strike. It's always the same shit, man. What's good, Joey? Love the interview. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If Max beats Ilia, does anyone have a chance? Yes. Jones was locked in a room with Tom. We all know who comes out. Facts. I hope they book it. I hope Stipe somehow can't fight and they book Jones versus Tom. I would love to see Jones versus Tom. That's the fight I want to say. And I think Jones would absolutely smoke him. Easy work for Jones. I don't even think Aspinall is even close to as good as Jones. The coming out of the room shit Dana says is annoying shit. Agreed. Yeah. Yeah, too. Yeah, it's like it's some weird like analogy. Jay, bring Kayla Harrison on the channel. She's fine. Shut up, you weirdo. I'm gonna bring your mom on the channel. Last time Stipe won, I was going into 8th grade. Nah. Last time Stipe won, you were 4 years old, bro. I could see Dana folding and booking Jones Aspinall after all this backlash. I don't think it will happen. I would love if it did. The only person I think could have beat Jones was Francis. I agree. By the way, Francis would brutalize Tom Aspinall. By the way, a lot of the same people who are complaining about the Aspinall shit, it's borderline their fault because this all comes back to letting Dana White get away with the Francis and Ngannou shit. I don't think Shavkat deserves a title shot off a 41-year-old Wonder Boy and the fact he only fights once per year. I don't necessarily hate that take. Ngannou, Tom has a puncher's chance. Yeah, basically Tom has a puncher's chance. That's it. I think Tom has a puncher's chance. Francis retiring with more money than John Jones. Facts. Yeah, I think Tom would get beat by Francis, but I think Jones beats both of them. I would love to see Ngannou Tom because it'd be hilarious to watch Ngannou just flatline him. I think it'd be an easy win for Ngannou. Last time Stipe won, Jack was learning his ABCs. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, brother. Izmir Dana says some shit. Every prospect John Jones is a GOAT. They literally, I featured in my video that I released earlier today, they literally said, Dana, where do you think Islam fits in the GOAT discussion at lightweight? And he's like, John Jones is the pound for pound #1 fighter. Like, what the fuck? It's going to be Volk Oliveira. Nah. Volk just said he's sitting out waiting for his title shot. Why would he fight Oliveira? If Volk fights Oliveira, he's dumber than a box of rocks. He's dumber than a box of rocks. But he's already proven to be dumb as fuck, so it wouldn't shock me, to be honest. It wouldn't shock me, to be quite honest. You never know. If anyone's going to be that stupid, it would definitely be Volk. I think he would be that dumb. Oliveira, Kobe, doubtful. Last time Stipe won, I don't know. Just remember Shady called it Joey. Okay, why is there Max news coming out? I don't know. Where did Belal Muhammad drop Leon Edwards? Right on his fucking bald spot. Volk Charles, MMA Uncensored. Didn't I say something about MMA Uncensored in a recent video? I don't remember. I feel like I did, but I don't remember what video it was. I don't remember what video it was. Volk isn't dumb. It's his management fault. I guess his management's dumb as hell then. I guess his management's dumb as hell. Dude dropped him right on his bald spot. I remember when Volk was like unstoppable, Joe. You were like, every champ has their downfall. I didn't believe you, but damn, I told you, it happens all the time. Happens all the time. I told you, how many times, who has heard the rant? We got to appreciate these guys in the special moment in time. Because at the drop of a hat, at the snap of a finger, it's gone. And you don't even see it coming half the time. How many times have you guys heard that rant? So, yeah. Volk versus winner of Lerone Murphy and Dan Ige. No. John Jones literally called Aspinall nobody. He has more heavyweight defenses than Jones. Not really. I cooked you on that 306 video. What'd you comment? Do Belal Muhammad's a pussy for turning down Shavkat 307. Talk about ducking contenders being inactive. Yeah, true. Drop of a hat, they could be fighting at BKFC. I thought Volk was different, man. It happens to everybody. I hope I don't get crucified, but Volk doesn't deserve a title shot right now. He's 1-4 in his last 4. That's wild to even think of. But I think he does. I think he does. I think he's earned that respect. The three kings are not still on top. One's on 3-fight losing streak, 2-fight losing streak. The other one doesn't fight for promotion anymore, unfortunately. Ngannou's fighting in PFL. How can you justify 3 losses? Because 2 of them were up a weight class. One of them was on short notice. He reigned over featherweight for years and years and years and has 1 loss at featherweight. And it was after taking a super quick turnaround after getting brutally KO'd on short notice again, up a weight class. So I think you can justify it. I think you can justify it easily. Forget about what happened at lightweight. He's got 1 loss. 1 loss. Okay, you convinced me. Really enjoyed the Kevin Iole interview you did. Didn't know he was Dana from way back. At the time, it surprised me that he stood up to Dana, but now it makes sense. Kevin Iole's a savage, yeah. Yep. That's why I kind of started off the interview trying to get his background, because I figured a lot of people may watch my channel, may not have any idea who he is. They may have heard him at press conference after press conference, but they might not know who he is, you know? That's why I got that kind of, you know, preamble on who he is for the people who didn't know. Holloway never KO'd his entire career. Nate and Nick never KO'd. Carlos Condit never KO'd. Okay. Volk gifted Islam rematch. Gifted. Should have never took that fight in a million years. We have to appreciate these fighters in this special moment because you never know when they're going to get dropped on their bald spot and then they're gone. Yeah, Leon's never recovering from that. Leon will never be champion again. He will never. Isn't that crazy? Literally like a month ago, Leon's on top of the world. And now, right now as it stands, I believe Leon will never touch that fucking title again. Khalil got a retroactive suspension. Could you imagine if Khalil was Dagestani? Could you imagine the heat that he got this undeserved title shot coming off a PED drug test failure? Could you imagine the shit he'd be getting? Holloway seems like he's been hit a lot, though, like Tony. Yeah, he has been. He'll never get another title shot. Kevin Owens and Dana are good friends. That's why Dana doesn't ban him from the pressers. I heard Leon is out there for a year due to a torn bald spot. Yeah, he's working on it. He might lose his next fight. He might. The hate would be unimaginable. Can you imagine if Ankalaev had Roundtree's resume, got a title shot after getting suspended for a PED? The backlash would be ridiculous. And it would be ridiculous in the fact that it would be way louder than it currently is. Torn bald spot, I'm dead. Fox, no one talking about this disgraceful title shot. I did a whole video on it, so. Cher's awesome to watch. I enjoy watching Cher fight as well. Does Volk beat Holloway in a 4th fight? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'd say yes, but I'm not sure. Will you be covering Braxton Smith BKFC debut? I'll be streaming for that for sure. How can you not watch Braxton Smith in BKFC? Holloway has that face. He looks like he's hit a lot, but he debuted at like age 20. I know. I remember watching Holloway on the prelims at UFC 172. Live. I was there live, and I remember telling my now fiance, I said, I think he'll be champion one day. And he just beat up Andre Touchy-Feely. Khalil gets knocked out 100%. Agreed. Shara can't wrestle. He will catch an L soon. We'll see. But I agree. He can't wrestle worth a shit, but he's improving. Dude say can't wrestle, catch an L. Leon's never getting a title shot. Yeah, I agree. If Belal holds on to the belt, especially. Let's say Belal holds on to the belt for another 2 years. I don't ever want to see Leon get that rematch. Fuck him. And if I'm Belal, I'd refuse to fight him outright. Jay was in the crowd when Chuck Liddell got a second round KO. He told me it was going to be special. Yeah. Watch Ank win split decision over Rockets and they'll have Krylov Murzakanov winner. That'd be wild. Volk will never be champ again. Probably not. Probably not, my friend. It's just crazy. That's crazy to think of, that Volk will never be champ again. Leon always has an excuse. Yeah, his coach came out and put out a bunch of excuses. He couldn't sleep. He was bullied in there. Dude, when his coach said Belal traumatized him. When his coach said Belal traumatized him, I was fucking laughing my ass off. I just want to watch a full lead up of Anthony Smith being delusional if he got a title shot. I wish they would have given Anthony Smith a title shot over Khalil, to be honest. I would have preferred that. I would have definitely preferred that. Wait for the doggy hate when Usman eventually comes to the UFC. Stop feeling sorry for yourself, Leon. Islam stays champ until he retires or move up some weight. I'm with you. Could you beat a ranked flyweight in a street fight? Probably not. I'd probably get subbed. Unless I slammed him on their head immediately. Unless I slammed them on their fucking head immediately. But it's hard to know for sure. I'd probably get subbed though, most likely. I think Shavkat will beat Usman next week, mark my words. Dude said niggles. Shot's dead. Who said that originally? It was Leon's coach. So yeah, Leon, yep. I thought so. Had the niggles. That's crazy. Dana got his head way too far up Jones's ass. Joey versus Brock would be closer. Joey wins KO under one. Yeah, I beat Brock for sure. I'd pick him up and dunk him on his bald spot. What's your movie theater snack? I don't get any snacks in the movie theater, believe it or not. Believe it or not, I don't think I've ever bought anything at the movie theater. And I go semi-regularly. But yeah. I'm hyped that my post-fight for Belal winning got 22,000 views. You know what's crazy? How people like the arrows. I gotta stop using so many arrows in my thumbnails. I get tired of seeing it myself. But people like the arrows for some reason. I don't know why. Me and Joey went to the movie theater. He's the only snack I need. Good Kevin Howley interview, by the way. Kevin is one of the few real ones. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Is visiting DC overrated? I don't know. I haven't been in a bit. I think it's pretty cool the last time I went. I think it's pretty cool. Remind me to message you back when we're done, because I just remembered you messaged me about that. I don't know if you heard that or not. I acknowledge it in stream. Remind me to message you back after stream, because I opened it, but I'm going to forget about it. So just like send me a message later if you would, like a period or something, just so I get a notification. Joey eats carrots and celery, but cases of carrots. I don't know what that means. You root for Hamzat or Whitaker? I want Hamzat to win just because I want to see Dricus versus Hamzat. It's the last good movie you've seen. I don't remember. Yeah. My Dune 2 popcorn bucket is getting wearing out, to be quite honest. You don't think Armin beats Islam? No. Ariel said Pereira was pound for pound being active. I guess Amava was pound for pound. Yeah, dude. Pereira pound for pound number 1 is fucking garbage. Is absolute garbage. See how employees there treat hygiene? Yeah, I never have ever bought anything from there. Why would I? It's overpriced dog shit. So it's garbage. But some people love that. Dude said that. Do you have any more MMA Joey lore stories? I thought of I actually seen one of my buddies last week, who I've been friends with for like since I was basically a kid, teenager, and I thought of the funniest fucking story. I started laughing. We went out to breakfast, and we're just chilling and talking, and I remember the funniest fucking story ever. I was laughing so hard I was about to faint. That I completely forgotten about, but now I will never forget as long as I live. See my question about the Dana White's Contender Series situation? I have not seen it. It didn't pop up. I must have missed it somehow. Ariel said Leon was number 2 a couple months ago. Dude's a clown. That's crazy. Hell no, Armin doesn't beat Islam. No chance. His coach put out a video saying he's not ready for Islam. Yeah, I think he loses. You should interview Belal. Well, get him on. Tell him to message me and I'll get him on. I would love to get Belal on. That'd be awesome. That'd be monumental. Finley got ripped a new one by Dana for not enough fights between appearances, but turned out he was about to be on Tough and they told him not to fight. Yeah, I do remember. We talked about that a little bit. And Dana didn't know, and now he's going back on Dana White's Contender Series. Joe, why don't you start interviewing fighters? You know it's not as simple as snapping your fingers and interviewing fighters, right? It requires a lot of effort, reaching out, scheduling. It's not easy, man. And it's not something that this is my main... It's not like my main focus. Talk about a shit show. I know. They fucked him. Think about those dudes that got kicked off the Conor season. Did you know about that, Shady? I wonder if he was one of those guys. So they had Conor and Chandler show up for the Ultimate Fighter first day. And Conor said, I want a couple of my guys on here. And so they kicked a couple guys off that were promised spots on the show. So, Ray, thank you for the $5. Joey, how did you figure out how to grow a channel? Plus, give me random advice to grow in here. Consistency and just try to improve 1% every video. That's essentially what I did. I had no idea what I was doing. I never entered editing software. I never made a thumbnail. I just started growing and growing and growing. The kid was following the rules UFC gave him. I know. What's your source, Joey? From what? Joe, you just say your idea into your editor and the video comes out. I know what you mean. Tweet Belal for an interview. I'm not gonna tweet him hey Belal, give me an interview. You guys tell him. You guys can tell him. Don't harass him, but you guys can tell him. And if it happens, it happens. But there's nothing I can do. Tough. You should filter your own water. I do. Chris Montino was one of them, right? I think so. I don't remember. But remember I was complaining about that shit and people were acting like it was cool? Let me see. Oh, yeah. Jack, I've seen that before. He didn't care. Joey has a dark side to him. Did you see Shavkat say that the UFC is the most fair organization? No, I did not. Sup, Joseph? What's going on? I think people were pleasantly surprised by your interviewing skills and want you to do more. It's going to be something I mix in on a rare occasion, man. It's never going to be my full focus. It's just not possible for me to make that my full focus. It's too much work for too little gain. Joe, our channels are so different. I talk about narcissists, but I think Dana's a narcissist. Okay. Who was the worst UFC hype train in your opinion? Probably Johnny Walker. People were acting like he was going to beat up John Jones. What does Arman need to do to beat Islam in your opinion? Knock him out cold. Were you a Rumble Johnson fan? Yeah, up until he threw the second DC fight. I will die on this hill. I think he intentionally threw that. So. Is Aldo a lock? No. Shavkat last fought at 296. He should fight more. I wish he did fight more. Yeah, it must be annoying. I'm sure the views weren't worth the hassle. Well, for this, it was fine. For this, there was no hassle. I already had a line of communication with him. Hit him up. Easy. Scheduled it the day before. Worked out great. I just had to figure out how to edit it properly. And, but like to go out of my way, like trying to hit people up, like, hey. And then, you know, it's just, the juice ain't worth the squeeze, but I think it's something fun to mix in occasionally. I think it's fun to mix in occasionally. I mean, chasing down random fighters, yeah. Exactly. It's not. And then also, like, if you make some type of relationship with these guys, they say you see something, say something negative, they're going to get pissed at you. So at most, you're going to see it like maybe, I'll say 4 to 6 times a year. Potentially once or twice a year, though, and realistically. You'll see like once or twice a year, I'll get a special guest. So. You changed my mind about Noche being a good card with your video. Thank you, man. People just had unrealistic expectations. That's partially Dana's fault. Muhammad, thank you for the $7.99 SAR. What's up, Joey? Can Moicano sniff a title? No, he will never sniff a title. I was impressed by your interview. Very articulated, my guy. I think a lot of people are shocked because they don't see me ever interact with anyone. So seeing me interact with somebody and it not being like awkward is like, they're like, what the fuck? But in real life, I'm really good at talking. I can basically have a conversation. I can walk up to anyone random and start having a conversation. So an interview, it feels a little bit weird. Like I want to make sure I want to make sure I kind of transition well to questions. But I thought I did a good job transitioning topics and everything. I thought I did a good job transitioning topics. So fighters get mad at you. That's why everyone fears Jamal when they know. Yeah, I'm gonna hit up Jamal, see if I can get him on. So I appreciate you telling the truth. I always will. I always will. Who should Kobe fight next? I don't know. Joey, have you ever worked in sales? No. Does Merab become a big star if he beats O'Malley? Not a big star, but he becomes someone that's interesting. Great Ioli interview. Thank you. Yeah, great video. Everyone loved it. Joey, would you interview Chandler? Yeah, never going to happen. Never, ever going to happen. Chandler hates my guts for sure. He watches every video for his information and gets pissed. And Goliath Fitting will be on a Belal win streak. Still no title shots. UFC protecting Pereira. Yes. 100% protecting Pereira. 100%. What's all that MMA memorabilia behind you? All right, dude. This dude's just spamming weird shit. Timeout. Some bobbleheads, some autographs. Piotr Jan autograph. Anderson Silva autograph. Robbie Lawler autograph. Michael, thank you for the $5 donor. Sup, Jay? I'm 5 minutes behind in stream, but I dislike Arrow thumbnail so much I use a third-party app called D-Arrow that grabs a random thumbnail. What do you mean it grabs a random thumbnail? D-Arrow app. Oh, so it gets rid of arrows and thumbnails? I'm done. It gets rid of arrows and thumbnails. I'm sorry, man. People love arrows for some reason. I don't mind using them. I don't love them or hate them, but people like them for some reason. I'll try to use them a little bit less. We'll see. That's crazy. I didn't know something like that existed. Thank you for the $5, Michael. Appreciate you supporting independent MMA media. Thank you for the donation, my friend. Get your last donations in. The month's ending. Get your last. If you guys want to donate, it's the last day of the month. August is ending. August is ending, boys. So quickly. So. Yeah. It's already September, I know. You can choose the thumbnail if you want the thumbnail to be grabbed from the beginning, middle, or end. I usually choose the middle by default. Okay. Oh, from the actual video itself. That's crazy. You hate arrows that much. I hope Hamzat doesn't pull out. I don't think he will. What keeps you passionate about the sport after all these years? I don't know. I think it's this weird, like, loyalty to try to correct some of these dumbass narratives, basically. Are we getting Chandler Connor at 310? Probably not. Does Topuria become a megastar if he knocks Max out? Yes. I think I'm going to be a Tom hater now. No problem. Thank you for reading lots of my posts, brother. No problem. It's already September. Yeah. It's already September. How the hell is that possible? How the hell is that possible? I don't think Tom deserves the next title shot. I think Alexander, if he wins. Tom has a win over it. Good to see you're coming aboard the Drickus train. I don't know what you mean by that. I still think Drickus is shit, but now you can't pick against him. It's not only weird, but weird clickbait thumbnails that are entirely misleading. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of really misleading thumbnails, but I don't ever do that. I think that's corny as hell. It's fitting to be 2025, and we're getting a Stipe Miocic title shot. We're fitting to get a Stipe Miocic title shot. Drickus is shit, dude. He's literally shit, but he wins. He finds a way to win. That doesn't change the fact that he's shit. I don't know how to other describe it. He's shit. I just want to see him get the next title shot to make these people cry. Okay, fair enough. I'll be honest, these undeserved title shots telling fighters how to fight, manipulating fighters, causing contracts, cutting prospects, and future title contenders definitely made me want to rethink being a fan. I know, me too, dude. It's killing off the sport. So. Drickus' technique is awful, but the guy's effective. Yeah. Awful, but effective. Facts. It's just got heart. I'm telling you right now, mark my words. Someone mark this down somewhere. Drickus will have a horrible fall off. He's going to have like a horrible fall off where he's just getting chinned every other fight. Unless somehow he decides to retire on top. Drickus is going to get destroyed and then just go in like an 8-fight losing skid. No long clock this weekend, facts. You said the same for Year? Yeah. Yep, I did. Long before he even lost to Pereira. Long before he lost to Pereira, even the first time. I said Year, he's going to have a horrible fall off. Drickus is not shit, but he has 2-3 belts from other organizations, now champ in the UFC. Okay. What's the absolute best matchup the UFC could put together? From my perspective, Hamzat Shavkat. I want Hamzat Shavkat bad. I've wanted that for years. Thoughts on Dana saying we got something big for Max when Max talked about in his live stream? I think I don't know. I think they could be reshuffling. Duplessis Vittori 2.0. Yeah, with more heart. And more power. Dude, Drickus is so bad. I don't understand how he keeps winning. But yeah, I want Hamzat Shavkat. Thoughts on this random fight? Oliveira JDM would be fun. I agree, but I think Oliveira will get finished. Watch Drickus rematch with Soldic and KSW. The first fight was vintage Drickus performance. The second fight, Soldic figured him out and stopped him. Yeah, he KO'd him, I remember. I watched that. I didn't see it live. Does Darren Till beat any top 15 welterweight right now? Maybe. Think I'm going to go Belal against Shavkat? I'm leaning Belal right now, actually. Did you feel the same about Tony in his prime? Yep. Said that for a long time about Tony. There's certain guys, you can see their styles aren't built for longevity. You can even go back and watch, like when I was talking about Tony before he had his crazy slide that he's on now. I said, look, this style is not built for longevity. So, Tum Shot versus Shit Rat, fight of the year. Okay, good one. He's not that bad or he wouldn't keep winning. Yeah, I get what your point. What's next? Who should be next for JDM? I wanted the Shavkat fight, man. I wish that would have happened at 305 in Perth. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. Guys like Dricus, Yuri, and Tony are not built for longevity. Are not built for longevity. I like Amaval's fighting style, one of my favorite middleweights, except those eye pokes. Yeah. Gamrot got robbed and I'm still salty. Well, he robbed Armin anyway. Call me crazy, but I think Armin is the man we need to beat. DDP, eye poke the South African. Agreed. Agreed, my friend. Imagine Weidman just eye poking Dricus as he rushes in sloppily. Imagine. Imagine. I like Imavov too. Dude, this weird political shit, get this shit out of here, man. Stop pushing politics. This shit's just corny as hell. Corny as hell. Nobody wants to talk about that shit. How'd you get the Robbie Lawler autograph? I bought it. Actually, I'm lying. I got that as a gift. Kaio versus Dricus. Hey, Joey, how you? Belal for the win. And by the way, we eat eye pokes for breakfast here in South Africa. Okay. Okay, Waleed. Okay, Waleed. Who should Izzy fight next? Winner of Imavov? I think he should fight Paulo Costa. So he can get a title shot afterwards. Because apparently beating Paulo Costa is worthy of a title shot now. JDM going to be future champ? Maybe. Who's your favorite fighter? Sean Strickland or Colby Covington? Sean Strickland for sure. JDM versus Ian would be fun. Agreed. Belal for 310. I would love it. Him versus Shavkat 310. That's a mega fight for me. I never heard any predictions of yours for Hamzat Whitaker. I'm going Hamzat by first round sub. Nice to see the change in the guard at middleweight. Top ranking with Kaio, Allen, and Imavov. Agreed. Joey the Beard, you dig. If these people are commenting about memorabilia, become members. They can find me in the cord and answer all their questions. There you go. Shady has all the memorabilia. Dude, I want them to book Colby versus Strickland. I'm finally start posting my collection on IG. Drop the link in the cord. Yeah, I think I may have. I don't know if I saw it or not. I may have. But yeah, man, that's awesome, dude. Start posting your shit. It's cool to share it. You ever get tired of staying on the grind? You know what I thought about doing? I thought about disappearing for a month. Just disappearing and then just showing back up. But I'd probably kill my algorithm. Plus, if there's some big shit going on, I might disappear. If they do like 3 weeks off in January, I might just say, you know what, I need to take a reset. Because I basically haven't stopped making content for 3 years. So, I think Tony and Yuri have a mental capacity to match their style. DDP fights like he would throw holy water on his wife, but it hasn't happened yet. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I think I don't know exactly what that meant. But, I think Yuri have the mental capacity to match their style. DDP fights like you. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Like they're idiots, but DDP's not. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think DDP's gonna have a massive downfall. That's all I'm trying to say. Thank you for the $5, Michael. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. Tony's 40 and has fought in the UFC for 16 years. Yeah. And how many of those years has he been losing? Thanks for the content while I work, man. Appreciate it. No problem. I could see Hamzat having an Anderson Silva type reign or more. Possible. So you see Belal called for number one contender fight with Shavkat Usman. I wonder if the UFC keeping him on ice. Maybe for the Saudi Arabia card in January. And then the UFC could book those to fight, and then they could turn around on like 3-4 months to fight in Saudi. No, don't leave, Joey. I enjoy your podcast. Thank you. No, we can't lose you and Lucas Tracy. Your YouTube momentum is good. You think so? You guys think I'm picking up some momentum on YouTube or what? What do you guys think? From the outside looking in, I'm curious. Not that it really matters that much. But I think we're steaming ahead right now, boys. I think we're fitting to take over. Boys. I remember I was getting 37 views a video. So, Joe would pull a Henry Cejudo. Yeah, nah, don't compare me to Henry. Yeah, I'm going to disappear one day for like 2-3 weeks. And I'll let everyone in the Discord know, but everyone else can just wonder. I'll let everyone else just wonder. And may Joey merch win? I don't know. I become a fan, so you cannot stop. I wonder how many people would be upset if I just completely stopped making content. I wonder how many people would disappear. Hamzat getting starched by Drikas. I don't know about that. The gaslighting with Belal has to stop. What are you talking about? Oh, people complaining he's inactive now? Joe, any thoughts on Alistair Overeem? One of the worst cheaters of all time. Great. Overeem on steroids was the greatest heavyweight of all time. I'll tell you that much. You were doing great, man. Thank you. You're all over my feed, so I say your momentum is peaking. I don't know about peaking. Nah, don't say we're peaking. Nah, don't say that. Steve Erceg by Brutal KO right now. I've been watching you more since Lucas Tracy retired. Okay. So. Yeah, good stuff. After the Kevin Ali interview, I believe in you. What do you mean? If your channel gets big, well, talking about 200 subs, will you do this full time? Yeah. I mean, I basically already make content full time now. I mean, I'm working on it every night, basically. People would actually care. This is the strongest community. Thank you. How do you feel about Lucas's departure? I'm happy for him, man. If he's doing something he loves, that's great. Do not leave us. John Doe, thank you for the $10 donation. Joey, I'm not going to sleep tonight until you announce John Jones is to go to the UFC. I'm only doing that for $20 donations. I'm only doing that for $20 donations, not a measly 10. I'll have to do that for a $20 donor. I'll announce that. But for 10, for the little yellow dono, I don't know. I don't know about all that. I'm not going to be swayed on that. All right, you got to at least purchase me with I think it's like a purple dono. Joey, do not leave us. MMA Joey beats Steve Erceg by Brutal KO. How do you feel? I already read that, Joey. I'll be upset if you stopped. I would have to stop all MMA YouTube. Am I the only MMA YouTube channel you watch? That's crazy, bro. If you take a break from YouTube, give us a heads up so I can keep my membership. I'm going to revamp memberships soon. By 30K, I'm going to revamp memberships. And I'm going to have a couple more tiers. Probably 2 more tiers. So, it sucks Luke's retired. He was hilarious. Fair enough. Yeah, good call. Wonder if they doubleheader Belal and Islam and Saudi. I could see that. He got chinned by Bigfoot being on steroids. Now, that was when he was off and he melted. Disappearing for a little bit to reset is great. Of course, you'll be missed, Joey, but we need a healthy Joey. Yeah. I probably only would disappear for a week, max. I can't go back to watching any other MMA creator because your content keeps eclipsing them. Thank you. Why did Lucas retire? No idea. To do something better, I guess. Mythical fighter unlocked. Bloody Nate Diaz. If you take a break, okay. Thoughts on some people preferring Usman to get a title shot over Shavkat? Fucking delusional. Usman's on a 3-fight losing streak. That's crazy. Yeah, Joe, I'm very picky with MMA YouTubers. Too many are biased and not critical thinking. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? When do you interview Chandler? It's coming out tomorrow. That show you're the only one. What do you mean by revamp? Basically just add 2 tiers and revamp badges. You and Bedtime are the 2 I watch. I watch you, Bedtime, Lucas Tracy, and Mexican martial arts. But But now it's just you in bedtime. Fair enough. Can we get an intern? We need eye candy. Yeah, I'll just get a ring card girl to walk behind me. So, take a week off into the Tampa card in December. I might be going to that depending on the main card. That's what I'll probably do. Would you ever collab with Lucas Tracy? I have, actually. You interviewed Chandler? No, I was kidding. I didn't even suggest that. Somebody else did. JDM KO's Usman? I don't know. JDM arguably lost to Basil Hafez, so I don't know if I believe it or not. MA Crazy talking that shit. What's your thoughts on Conor McNugget? I think he's a bitch. The fact that he's got more sexual assault allegations than wins in the last 8 fucking years is crazy. And nobody even talks about it, man. Could you imagine if somebody else pulled out with a broken pinky toe, the amount of shit they would get? Could you imagine the shit that he would get if, like, Islam pulled out with a broken pinky toe? Have you spoken to Lucas since he left YouTube? He's my neighbor, so yeah, I see him every day. That was my comment, Joey. I don't know what you're talking about. Touch that pinky toe. And then dude's out hiking around with a broken pinky toe. Chandler should generally try to get on your channel for an interview. That would do 100K, I think. I think if Chandler came on the channel, it would do 100K. I think it would genuinely do 100K. Can you lay off Chandler for a bit? He hasn't even been through enough. I wouldn't dare disrespect Chandler by feeling sorry for him. Is he actually your neighbor? Yeah, dude. Well, would you just get here? Did you just get here? The only fight Conor has this year is with drug addiction, alcoholism as well. Dude, if you think Chandler's going to do an interview with me, that's crazy. He hates me. Dude messaged me to gloat. Who do you think is next for Charles? Cue one last breath for little bro at the park if you get 100K. Facts. Facts. I think it's because we all know Conor's washed and on coke, so it's not like we're surprised. True. Chandler, if you're watching, come on for Joey's interview. It would definitely do 100K. He's doing interviews with guys that get them 2K. Let's see what that interview did now. I swear I boosted that Chandler interview, by the way. What was it called, though? I don't remember what it was called, so now I got to go pull up my own video to go find the link to it. That had 400 views when I linked it, and it was getting no more views. I was checking it out, so I actually drew attention to that. Let's see how many views it got now. Wow, 6K, man. 6K. Damn. That's crazy, man. I actually helped boost that a bit. I don't know if I did it all, obviously, but it was out for 2 days and only had 400 views. 6 days ago, 6K isn't even that good, though. This is the last time Chandler fought. Middleweight division has 4 new champs. Alex Pereira, Israel Adesanya, Sean Strickland, Dricus du Plessis. True. Conor smashed that midget. I know he did. What do you think will be the main event for Tampa in December? I have no idea. Ask Chandler if he can give me a motivational speech. Yeah. I'll tell him I'm looking for a motivational speech. Who's next for Dan Hooker? I don't know. Last time Chandler fought, Stipe was only inactive for a year and a half. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. That's actually fucking wild. Shavkat's extremely overrated. Maybe a little bit overrated, but I think he's very good. Where does Kevin Lee fit in all this? Shut the fuck up with the Kevin Lee bullshit. Who are your 3 favorite MMA sources? I don't know what you mean. Joe, you and I have watched Chandler since the Bellator days. What was your favorite fights? Mine was Will Brooks' timeout fight. Mine was the Eddie Alvarez, the last Eddie Alvarez fight. You should box the fan on Misfits Boxing. What does that mean? Chandler's the only man in history to get jerked for 2 years and receive no joy, basically. Dude, he's embarrassed himself. If I was his friend, I would have saved his career. If I was his friend, I would have saved his fucking career. Any fight documentary recommendations from Joey or chat? I have none. Watch the one on Roku. I heard that's good. I still haven't watched it. Like your source for MMA info? I don't have favorite sources, man. I just make sure if I see something, it's legit. Ariel Hawani, MMA Fighting, MMA Junkie, but I don't have like a favorite source. I just double check who's reporting it, make sure it's true. I check the original sources, you know, because even MMA Fighting and shit, like post shit, and then if you actually go watch like the interview, it's like they're going off an interview. Chandler really said, I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. He said, if this fails me, at least I'm a man of my word. Can you imagine that? Dude said, at least I'm a man of my word. Since the last time Chandler fought, Tony Ferguson lost 3 more times. Can we talk about the fact Chandler's last win is Tony Ferguson? What about that? Can we talk about that? Chandler's last win is Tony Ferguson. I mean, that's crazy to me. But that's the way it is. That's the way it is, I guess. Who are the current best champs in your opinion? Islam, Topuria, Belal. Have you ever thrown a punch in your life? Thank you for the $1.99. No, I haven't. Never have. Yep. Fist at your mom, but I don't know if that counts as a punch. Moicano or Saint Denis? Saint Denis is gonna wreck Moicano. Badly. So, yeah. It'd be a destruction. What about Rodriguez and Aspinall? No. Does Chandler watch your channel? Allegedly, a little bit. I hope Dustin fights one more time before he leaves. Me too. What's next for Pimlet? They should do Dustin versus Patty. Saw him as one with a cardboard sign and said, I'm a vet and I'm a man of my word. As long as you're a man of your word. Aren't they good champs too? No. They're shit champs. Nah, I like them both. They're men of their words. I thought you meant like, who do I think is the most skilled? Doesn't Rumble Johnson have a more recent win than Stipe? Doesn't Rumble Johnson have a more recent win than Stipe? Since the last Stipe fought, Rumble Johnson, okay, you know it was a great interview when you let the guest speak more. Don't interrupt and ask good questions. Good job, Joey, on the Kevin interview. Thank you. Everyone's been saying that. I thought I talked too little, but everyone's been saying it was great. I thought Kevin was super interesting. Joe, who do you want Volk to fight next to save his career? Aljo. Aljo off a loss. I thought you liked Dricus. I do. I thought he was asking skill-wise. Who are the best champs? Not good champs. Not skilled, just good champs. Well, they're all decent. I mean, Belal, Islam, Dricus, Pereira. Who's next for Strickland? A Mavov rematch. Walk that old dusty trail. Congrats. Remember, end of last year, you were at 15K. Actually, I didn't get 15K until the beginning of this year, if I'm not mistaken. I had 15K sometime early this year. I had 15K on January 7th. You know what's crazy? Last December, I had 12K. Last December, I had 13K. I just hit 13K around December 1st of last year. So, we've already more than doubled subscribers for this year. New setup? No, not right now. You picking Brady against Burns? Probably. Sickish fights DDP next. If they're champ and not ducking anyone, they are good. Agreed. And active. Who realistically next for Strickland in your eyes? A Mavov Allen winner. Rematch them. To be champion in the UFC, you have to be good. None of them are bad. True. I'm standing here next to Dricus. He says he likes you, Joey. I'm sure you are. Waleed. If you are, tell him to come on the channel. Man. Red bars watching. What does that even mean? How long did it take you to get 1,000 subs? 3.5 months. But I had a couple videos blow up when I first started. I expected 2 years to get to 1,000 subs is what I expected. 2 years of consistency. I got it in 3.5 months, but I had a couple videos blow up. And then it took me another 8 months to get 2,000 subs. Will Peyton Talbot be champion? It's too early to tell, man. What are your favorite games to play on PC? Red Dead Redemption 2. Is the only game I played on PC so far. I need to get to it because I have a 4090. I need to get to playing. Kaya versus Izzy. Who wins? Izzy. Your own fool's notice. I don't know what that means, but okay. All right. But yeah, I got to get to gaming more on the PC. I've been meaning to. I used to game a lot. I bought a PS5 and an Xbox Series X when they first came out. And I've literally put less than probably 10 hours on them. On both of them. I'm actually annoyed. They're probably outdated by now, basically, and I barely ever played them. I got them on launch day. I got both Xbox Series X and PS5 on launch day. And damn. Did I fuck up. You're around 40? No. Not even close to 40, bro. I highly recommend Days Gone. Absolutely insane. I want to play Last of Us on stream. I don't know what red bar is. I don't know what that means. Live tomorrow? Probably. With no fight? Probably, yeah. I'm going to work on my predictions, but I'll probably stream tomorrow. So, we'll see. We've already been live for 2 hours. You guys got 2 hours out of me tonight. You guys got 2 hours of unadulterated pleasure. I should have made a video tonight, to be honest. I had easy content to do. Playing Days Gone right now. Does Hooker beat Oliveira? No. Hooker gets subbed by Oliveira. I remember the good old days, Joey and I in high school smoking weed in the stairwells, class of 90. Dude, I was born in the 90s, bro. I was born in the 90s. I damn sure wasn't in high school. I was fucking an infant in the 90s. I'll tell you this, I definitely wasn't born in 90. I wasn't even born in 90. If Chandler fight happens, who you got? Chandler. There's another channel that trolls Brendan Schaub. All right, so are you guys just making that up right now? Or is there something actually happening? Or what are you talking about? Dan the Australian hooker. Yeah. Dude cheated. He cheated against Gamrot, so I don't care. What state do you live in? I live in Anchorage, Alaska. It's cold outside right now. It's snowy. You should do Dan versus Justin next. I like that fight a lot. Joey sold me drugs when I was in middle school. Never. You're so close to me. I won't watch a fight if it's in South Africa because racism. Yeah, me neither. How did Dan cheat? A source told me that he had a nurse come drop off EPO to his hotel room. Joey, did you do your live streams when you started? When was your first live? I don't even remember. But yeah, I started doing a little bit of live streams here and there. I went live like once a week at first. So. Wait, you're born in 2000s? That's not what I said. I said I wasn't born in 90. What do you do for a living? I sell crack, of course. Where there's smoke, there's a bald spot. We just got to start mixing in bald spot to every saying. Dan got EPO suppository. Belal versus Habib, you got Habib. I have Belal titles defenses in Chicago so I can support. Dude, if Belal defends his title in Chicago, I might have to go there. And hold up a sign, like WWE style sign. It's good crack too. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I can barely afford my 1-bedroom apartment that my parents still pay for because they live here as well. So if you guys can please donate to the if you guys can please find it in the kindness of your heart to donate to the channel, even 99 cents helps. Joe, when you first live, did people show? Like 2 people. I would have like 2-3 people show up. I just did it because I just wanted to get on camera as much as possible. Joe, if you go to an event, hold up a sign that says push, don't grab. Bro cooking in the basement. Push, don't grab. 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 You know what's weird? I'm standing far away from my mic and my beard's touching it right now. I really wish I knew more about you and JL. Look, dude's a clout chaser. That's all you need to know. I'm genuinely dead serious. I mean this 100%. The man is a clout chaser. It's embarrassing. He's also a bit dumb. But there's no point in hashing it out or making a video because it's so stupid and so embarrassing. I think even acknowledging it in a YouTube video makes you look like such a pussy in general. So, but he genuinely, trust me, I would not lie to you. Clout chaser, pussy, embarrassment. And there's no sense in ever really truly acknowledging it. So, that's the best you get. What am I getting now? What is there news? Shut up, Jack. Don't send me that dumb shit in Discord. Don't send me that dumb shit. But yeah. Joe, you keep your eyes keep getting closer together. What do you mean by that? What does that mean? It's not Joey Bald. It's not a Joey stream without talking about bald spot. We're not racist here, Joey. We love all people. Fair enough. Chase, thank you for the 99 cents, man. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. Is it crazy that Oliveira could have been the lightweight champ? GOAT after winning at 280? Yep. Agreed. Agreed. If Belal loses, we riot. Facts. We riot. We start throwing the cage. Like, remember when Jeremy Stevens got eye poked by Yair? We all start throwing shit at the cage afterwards. Why did my message disappear, or did your mod do that? I didn't see it disappear. Your message is still there. I see it. You must just miss it. Trust me when I say Dana watched that interview with Kevin. You really think so? I doubt it, man. I doubt it. It was about Hooker. I didn't see it. Very sensitive towards his audience when they ask anything is questionable. He gets real defensive. I feel like is a nice guy. Clout chaser. Clout chaser. Best I can tell you is just avoid it, man. There's a midlife crisis going on. Potentially a divorce going on. And then a failure to meet certain expectations in his professional life. All compiled with the fact that maybe not very smart. You really think Dana saw your Chael video? I don't think he found my video and watched it. I do not think that. Somebody told him that people were bringing up the Chael audio. That is a fact. I will die on that hill, and I've never sat here and said, oh, yeah, so-and-so is watching my video, so-and-so. Somebody saw that and told Dana about it. There's no way. And somebody who understands the full situation of the Dana shit, back me up on this. There's no way Dana randomly brought up the Chael shit 14 fucking years later. And only 2 days after I brought it up on the channel, in depth, and exposed that, and it fit perfectly with the Tom Aspinall situation, there's no way that's coincidence, okay? That's way too unlikely. So whether somebody sent him a clip of it, somebody asked him about it, somebody told him about it, someone made him aware of it, someone said, hey, it could have been simple as people are in line or bringing up when you talk shit about him after the Chael fight. It could have been something as simple as that. There's no way he just randomly brought that shit up. There's no way that's a random coincidence. It's the first time he's brought that up. And he's brought that up in 14 years, 12 years, however long it's been. And that wasn't a big topic. I was the only one that dug that up and exposed that. You know what I mean? Let me know what you guys think, though. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm wilding out. Dana was willing to pretend the Chael incident never happened until you publicized it. It makes me question how much he's hiding about his fighter's history for promos. Yeah. Think about how many people would have never even seen that shit if I didn't bring it up. The guy next to me was given tickets by his boss. The tickets cost me $1,200 each. The guy next to me, that $850 on Chandler, he showed me the... What does that even mean? What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. Makes sense. He had death, not a coincidence. But you guys let me know what you think. Am I crazy for that? Andy, you let me know. You've been watching for a while. By the end of 2025, I see 100K subs for this. For sure, the dedication and work. That's what I want, man. 100K by 2025 would be great. Narcissist, thank you for the $2. Joe, when you first did live, did it help you? Yeah. I mean, help me just figure it out. Alejandro, thank you for the $2. I would bet my paycheck on you to brutally KO Usyk. I would, dude. What's the Chael video name? On my account, it is Never Before Heard Audio. Dana White lies exposed covering for Jones, Duck, and Aspinall. It's from 10 days ago. It has 30K views. From 10 days ago, 30K views. Never Before Heard Audio is in the thumbnail. Yeah, you noticed it on live stream right away. I love your traditional Amish beard. Someone def seen it and said something. It had to be. It had to be. There's no way, no other thing. What was your biggest hurdle in getting your channel up and running? Just making videos. That's it. Figuring out a name. I wanted to do this shit since 2013. Could never do it. Never had the guts to do it. Felt weird. Didn't know how to do any of it. Had no idea how to make a thumbnail. Had no idea how to edit a video. Had no idea how to record a video. Had no idea how to do anything. Had no idea about like how you stream. Had no idea how to use OBS. Had no idea how to do anything. And so it was just a big barrier of entry. And eventually I just said, fuck it. Literally, I bought all the shit. And I just came up here. I sat here. And I said, now I'm talking like Mike Tyson. I'm talking like Mike Tyson. I said, all right, what is my channel name going to be? I was coming up with like random generators. And I said, this is corny. I'm just going to use MMA Joey. My name and MMA. And I recorded my first video. And I said, fuck it. And I said, I'm going to record as many videos as possible. And I didn't care about the views. I didn't focus on the views. I never cared about the views. I said, look, I'm just, the only goal is just to get better. It's like, here's a good analogy. It's like if you really want to be good at basketball, right? But you're absolute dog shit at basketball. And you just go out there and you have like a hoop on your driveway. And you just go out there and shoot. You don't care if you're shit. You just get into practicing. You just get into reps in. That's the way I looked at it in the beginning. And I thought maybe 2 years to get to 1,000 subs. From research I read, but there's no true answer. Everyone's different. I said maybe 2 years to get to 1,000 subs, and I'll just do my best to put as much content as possible. Then once I realized like some of this was actually getting a little bit of traction, I said I'm gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep pumping, and then I got better, and then I started like really trying to do higher effort content and like picking and choosing and really deep diving on certain narratives, even if I didn't think they would get good views. And just kind of slowly kind of learning and growing as I did it, and then doing more live streams. I remember I did a live stream for something random, maybe a fight or something. And I was talking to a couple people. I had like maybe 5 people in there, and they were like, oh, you should do more live streams. And I was like, okay, I'll do more live streams. Just I wanted to learn how to, I said this, I don't remember if it was late last year or early this year. I just started feeling comfortable like to not give a fuck on camera. I used to feel weird no matter what. In the last 100% in the last 365 days is when I first started feeling like normal. Because you feel weird on camera at first. It's undeniably weird. Manlet, thank you for the $2. I think Colby Covington watches your videos. Did you just make that up? Do you edit yourself? Yes. Come on, Joey. I'm trying to spread some hooker slander and you skipped it. I missed it, dude. It must be getting auto filtered out. Dana's face when he's mad is so funny. I'm so glad I was live streaming the other day. Let me see if that stream that has a bad thumbnail, but let me see if that stream got any views by any chance. Let me see. Where was that at? Oh, I'm dumb. I'm looking at videos. What stream was that? Oh, okay. Got 3,000 views. Not horrible. Not great. But what makes you say that, Colby Covington? Pat, thank you for the $4.99. Joey, thank you for being authentic and for being real with the MMA community. We need you to get to 100K subs before the end of 2024. That would be fucking what? My head would explode if that happened. I'd dump my own self on my bald spot. I would dump my own self on my bald spot for that. That'd be crazy. Were you consistent at first with everyday live or not everyday live? No. Add up the Chael shit you mentioned plus the time when his X account got hacked. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. His X account hacked. Chael got his X account hacked and the hacker posted wild accusations about Dana. Do an impression McGregor canceling Chandler fighting Topuria instead. No. I absolutely hate watching you at first and was thinking I really want to slam this guy on his bald spot, but then I found out you're 6'3", and I said 5'10" ain't so tall. Did you actually hate watch the content at first? I don't really get shy, but I feel staged and unnatural anytime I'm on cam. I hardly ever take pictures. Dude, it's like if you ever leave a voicemail like a doctor's office, you don't know what to say. Like it beeps and you just, yeah, I'm trying to, it's fucking weird. If you hit 100K, you better slap some spray paint cans out of teens' hands. Facts. Facts. I'm definitely going to be doing that. I'm definitely, look, I'm going to go out and just start dunking people in their bald spots. Just walking around, I see a guy with a bald spot, I'm dunking him right on it. Post it for the members. So, yeah. I used to hate watch you too, but I love your traditional Amish beard. Are you kidding or are you serious? I feel like a lot of people have told me they hate watching me, but then they realize I'm right about like 99% of things. And they're like, damn, I got to watch this guy because he's the only one saying this shit. Dude, my doctor's voicemails are always awkward. Please leave your message after the beep. Beep. Yeah, this is, I'm calling, I got to make an appointment. Call me back at, and then just leave your number. And get some German Shepherds. Yeah, I'm getting a German Shepherd at 100K. Acknowledge me, Joey. What's up, Bitsy? Sorry, I must have missed your message. My bad, bro. What did I say? Damn, Joey, I missed you. Thank you, Bitsy. I'm sorry for the acknowledgement. I don't know what I missed there. I think most people, MMA people, watch YouTube MMA drama. Yeah, but that's the thing. We're building a channel that's not going to be about that. We're just about covering the news topics. So, and a little bit of drama. By that, I mean fighters. Damn. How am I getting this on my recommend it? That's funny. I'm done. I used to hate watch you, but now I honestly have much more respect for you and your traditional Amish beard. Thank you. I don't know if it's an Amish beard. I mean, this is a badass beard. So you watch one PFL Eagle FC? Sometimes, yes. Steve, should call it quits now. It's been so long. Max fans acting like Ilia has no chance. I haven't seen that. Joe, your thoughts on Dan Hardy? Kind of corny. Kind of a cornball. Watching Usman Shabli. Yes. Hopefully I'll stream it. That's 2 weeks away. Amish beards are badass. I'm telling you, I got a pretty sick beard, don't I? Look, it's not even brushed up right now. Is your goal to become full-time YouTuber? I don't know if you commented on that. Yes, that's a goal. That's a goal. Maybe, I think next year. Next year. And then these motherfuckers are really going to be in trouble. I start making serious cash from YouTube. I'm going to start dumping every motherfucker on their bald spot. Ilia sleeps max, probably. I don't know about probably. Maybe. It's possible. Damn, it's late, boys. Honestly, you're not as bad as I convinced myself you are. You don't know how many times I hear that shit. People are like, yeah, I used to fucking hate you. And everyone, I see other people, like, content creators talk shit about you. But then I watch your content. I'm like, I don't get it. Yeah. But I don't know if you're being serious or not. But that's what I hear that very, very. I mean, if you're in the chat, Hypa, Chase, Kareem, how many times do I hear that in the chat? How many times do I hear that in the chat? Yeah, I used to hate you. I was convinced to not like you. And then I like, okay, this. And look, I'm telling you right now, and I've been saying this for a long time. You may hate me, but I'm telling you, on nuanced, complicated UFC content, I will not have 90% of the time I will not have the popular take, but I'll tell you I'll have the accurate one 99% of the time. And so even if you hate me and you hate my opinion, right? Here's my take on it, all right? You hate me and you hate my opinion because you want confirmation bias. You see me say some shit you hate, you're like, fuck this guy, I hate this guy. And then 6 months later, oh shit, he was right. Then you see another take and you're like, fuck this guy, I hate this guy. Then another 2 months later, oh, he was right. At the end of the day, you're like, well, now he's the only one saying it. Now I got to go listen to this guy because he's the only one getting it right half the time. How many times, and I feel like we talk about this like every other stream, but how many times have I had a take and people are like, Joey, you're just biased, only for that to pan out and become fact. You know, I say Colby's ducking Ian Gary. Joey, you're biased. Joey, you care about his politics. Joey, you don't like Colby. Joey, you're a Gary fanboy. What happened? People were acting like Gary Colby was definitely going to happen. Not going to happen. You know, I don't really like to tout the predictions too much because, you know, anything can happen. Belal deserves a title shot. Belal deserves a title shot. Belal deserves a title shot. Belal's a nightmare matchup for Leon. Joey, you're biased. You just like Belal. What happened? So, and there's a million other examples. Francis Ngannou, Michael Chandler. Oh, you hate Michael Chandler. You know how many months I heard you hate Michael Chandler? Because I've been saying since February of 2023 that fight would never fucking happen. You know how many times I heard that? Oh, you just hate Chandler. Why the fuck would I say something I didn't believe and be wrong because I dislike someone? Francis fumbled the bag. What's crazy to me is these dumbass narratives come out. I give my opinions on these dumbass narratives. I get called a contrarian only to end up being right. And I end up being so right on a lot of them that then when I brag about being right a little bit, people are like, everyone knew that, dude. Because the public opinion has shifted so much. The public opinion has shifted so much that it goes from, Joey, you're a fucking idiot contrarian, to Joey, everyone knew that. I mean, think about how crazy it is. Think about this. I need you guys to grasp this in your mind. I really want you to actually think about this. When I said McGregor-Chandler would never happen, I was called a contrarian, and I was told that was a horrible take. I was told that I had no idea what I was talking about. By everybody. I'm talking members included. Members of the channel were telling me, Joe, what the fuck? You're an idiot. What the fuck are you talking about? Think about that. That was unpopular. That was extremely unpopular. Back me up, chat. You want to hear another one that was extremely unpopular? Francis Ngannou did not fumble the bag. Extremely unpopular. How does it look now? How does it look now? You know what I mean? It's just, it's happened time and time and time and time and time again. It never ends. UFC 300 is getting too much hate. It's underrated. It's overhated. There's another simplistic one. And, yeah, I mean, there's a million of them. There's a million different ones that I could go over. One of my favorite ones is, you guys ready for this one? You guys aren't going to believe this one. You guys, if you're new to the channel, you ain't going to believe this. My quote-unquote worst take. Are you guys ready for this? I'm being dead serious. I'm not being crazy at all, okay? My worst take is that Jamal Hill was salty and delusional. That's my worst take. So, yeah. That was my worst take. Jones fumbled the bag. UFC protecting Aspinall. Jones is a bad take. It's not really that bad of a take. So, yeah. What are you talking about? What's under my brother? I'm not trying to hate, but you have something white in the hair under your lip. Yeah, I think it's like a gray hair. Oh, no, this is just the way I see what you're talking about. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? My worst take of all time is Jamal Hill salty and delusional. Remember that? Who remembers that? That was literally one of my most unpopular takes from October of last year. About a year ago, I was saying Jamal Hill's unhinged. He's an idiot. He's delusional. And he's, completely unhinged. And I got the most hate I've ever gotten on my channel for that take. Jamal Hill's producer came in the chat and started talking shit. So, either way. You have Jamal Hill on the show. That was Quan59, bitch ass Merab. Yeah. Jamal Hill's producer was talking shit to me, asking me for my address. I told him, hit me the fuck up. Hit me up. I think they went separate ways last time I checked. Yeah, they went ways. Look, Jamal's not in his studio anymore. And his videos are falling off a little bit. He's doing new thumbnails. I missed the old setup. It actually looked way better. I liked his old setup. His new setup kind of looks like shit. But I guess he wanted to do it in his house, maybe. Dude, the picture of Dricus and Adesanya looking like they're ready to make out is crazy. Was that before or after his performance against Jamal Hill's brother? Before. I said Jamal Hill was unhinged and delusional, and he's the type of guy to like assault someone and attack someone. And I said that around maybe August, September of last year, almost exactly a year ago. Andy, please back me up on this, man. How unpopular was my take on Jamal Hill back then? So, not all MMA streamers dislike you, my friend. My friend Paradox Chat, the Chad says you're overhated. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying I'm hated by streamers. I don't know, but I'm saying I hear that often is what I was getting at. Producer of what? I think his YouTube channel. I think they split, man, because I bitched him in a video. I said, look, motherfucker, if you want my address, message me. I'll send it to you right now. I thought it was a great video, and the reaction was completely opposite. Hey, that's me. Yeah, that was one of my most unpopular opinions of all time. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. What's your worst MMA pick of all time? Spivak over Gane. I think you have a vendetta against Sean Strickland. No. Worst takes is your confidence in Hamzat versus Robert. We'll see. So, let's see if I missed anything when I was going on a rant. Let's see what I missed. I get the same, but I work in a different industry. I totally get 100%. Definitely going to hit 100K a little bit. Joey's too smart. People hate on him for zero reasons. Hey, look, all I know is when I see the hate, all I see is, ad hominem attacks, which always makes me laugh because I know I would destroy most of these people in like a logical argument. I remember it was like yesterday. I was actually enjoying those Francis vids. You don't believe me, man? I was predicting the future. I was saying, look, here's what's going to happen. Here's where they're going to move the goalpost. I was making in-depth like 30, 40-minute videos on that shit. You should have Jamal Hill on the show. Yeah, I'd like to have him in person, but he'd probably knock my teeth down my throat. But first, I got to get a wife and children here. Bro, your beard is phenomenal. Are you Dutch, traditional Amish beard? Are you guys just coming here and saying that? I hated Hill whenever he said Nemkov was a bum and he could beat him up easily. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, how is it possible that you don't see Reyes beating John Jones? What rounds did John win? You could easily give John 3, 4, and 5, I thought. I thought you could give John 3, 4, and 5. I've watched it even recently this year. So, what are the odds Pereira and Ankalaev headlining 310? Given that both of them win their next fights, or will Ankalaev insist on Abu Dhabi? And shut up. I don't think Pereira will take that fight, man. It's just quick. It just fell off quick for Jamal the second he started acting like the Glover fight was equivalent to dominating John Jones. My daughter likes you, Joey. Thank you. Dana holding hands with Turkey was so cringe. I don't really care. Only on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'll invite him over for Thanksgiving. I'm going to send him an invite for Thanksgiving dinner. But listen, boys. Listen, we've been here for over 2 hours. We've been here for 2.5 hours. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't watched my video exposing Dana White with 10-year-old video, please go check it out on the channel. Yeah, I think I got to go. I'm going to go to bed. Try to get to sleep. Can you make that video on how Volk ruined his career? Soon, maybe. I need to watch that one. Yeah, I'll link it real quick. Can you guys like this stream before you go? Let me post it real quick. Here it is. If you haven't watched this video yet, do me a favor and watch this video. Do me a favor and watch this fucking video. Good night, Erica. The female demographic is strong on this channel too. All right, because we're not weirdos here. So there is the video link. If you guys can go watch it. So I've openly talked shit about you a few times, but I'm still happy you're getting success. Congratulations. Thank you. Look, somebody comments on some video the other day saying, like, I don't like your channel, but I like this video, blah, blah, blah. I said, I'm going to turn you into a big fan. I'm telling you, the haters will become fans. They will. I know that for a fact. I'm just staying myself. I'm not going to be influenced by this bullshit. So, all right, boys. I'm out of here. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Goodbye. I like how we dropped off 50 viewers as soon as I say I'm ending the stream. That's crazy. All right, after party. After party now. Oh, no, I'm getting out of here. I'm kidding. Thank you, guys. Good night.